끝내주게 아름답거든. 순식간에 반해버렸지 뭐야.
Hello, hi. Okay. Apparently. Oh my good lord. Looking forward to the end of the stream. There's a very, very elusive Enigma's Let's Talk. Wow. Also Lightning Hand sent in the video, which we're not gonna look at now. Oh no, that's not how it works. Oh, we might actually. It's a Limbus. It's a Limbus thingy. No, we're not gonna watch the Limbus thingy now. We're gonna watch the Limbus thing that Lightning Hand sent later. Yes. Heathcliff demands my attention. Hello. Hi. Now I kinda done goofed. Okay, that's better. It's past 10. So the first thing we do is, before I forget, I'm gonna do just do my fucking dailies real quick. Do I need encapsulin or boxes? Not boxes. Modules for the event. It's yield my flesh to claim their bones. That's the name of the event. Who the fuck names the event like that? Apparently I already have a few of the scabbards that I need. And they do it differently this time around. You can choose what you want. Obviously, I need enough scabbards to get the Dawn identity. The Blaine lineage salsa. And... oh, that's also... this is new. Oh my god, is this... how can they continuously improve like that? But the question would be, why didn't it ship like that? I'm amazed you thought there's no story. Let's be real. Is there really story? Like, what kind of event even is that? Is this the 5.5 event? Is this the... like, what? Where does it happen? When does it happen? We have two light red people here? Do we? Is this racist? Anyway, before we completely get started, I think I would rather show you like that. Look at this. I have two Heathcliff. Shut the frick up. I have two guaranteed deck extraction tickets. I have two, like for season 3. I have two regular guaranteed deck extraction tickets, so that's already 4 tier 3 identities, which might be dupes, let's be real. I have 2 regular deck extraction tickets, and I have 36 extraction tickets, and I have 6,300 lunacy. There's a lot of pulling today. Lots and lots of pulling. I'm most likely pulling teeth as well. I also have like 700 boxes or something, 625. We're gonna use... we're gonna use... there's still some space here, right? We're gonna use one of these. Okay, we're gonna use one of these. And then we might use one of these. And then we can use the regular decker extractions. Is that okay? Let's start with this. There will be a surprise waiting for me after this event. Are you under my table? Am I gonna get a blowjob or something? What? Let's see. Wait a second, where's my guaranteed decker extraction? Let's see it spark. Oh my god, there it is. It was a dupe. It was a dupe. Alright, we're gonna do this now, which is all identities, not just season 3. Might get lucky. Let's be real. I am, like, lucky in the weirdest ways when it comes to this shit. There it is. Okay, it's Honglu. Honglu is illiterate. Honglu is a DSC. Honglu might as well be a fucking girl. I don't know. Is he good? I really don't know. And then we'll do not a standard extraction. We'll do one of these with this. Because how fucking flat is she? Oh my good lord. She's so flat. Also, why does Rodian get yet another tier 3 identity? How many does she have? There's like 4 of them or something. They're also really pushing the Lu. When in fact Burn seems kind of dog shit still, doesn't it? So we're gonna do this now. He's good, but let's be real. Everything works in this game. Everything. I want to see you use Kami Ishmael. Nah, here we go. We got her. Yes. And that's all we did. We got it twice. How many shots do I have? Oh! Could be buying a Ryosh identity. It's the one that I still need the Kurokumo Clan Wakasha one. Why not? Why not? This is kind of fitting, isn't it? Surely she will also give me more scabbards if I use her, right? I'm just gonna splurge. I won't even. What's Kami Ishmael? Like the sloshing one. Sloshmel. Is that what she's called? Sloshmel? There's a guy who did RR2 and RR3 with the worst IDs in the game, so yes, everything works. What are the worst IDs in the game? Who even decides this? Huh? Who's to decide on what's the worst? You know who the worst ID in the game is? Whoever I play. This is the worst. I am the worst. Alright. Beep, 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 boop. We're uptying this. Shit, I will have to read a story if I do this. Let's hope it's a short one. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Lambda. Cheers to anyone Irishman who's watching your stream right now. I don't think Irish people... I don't think I have a single Irish person watching me, actually. And what's an Irish accent? I keep confusing the Irish and the Scottish, and I think that's offensive to both, actually. The child gave a soul... The child gave a sole audience. Sorry, I thought of like foot soul. The child gave a sole audience a confident glance and puffed out a cloud of cigarette smoke. I don't know why Project Moon can't into tits somehow. Because it kind of looks weird, doesn't it? I would still, but it kind of looks weird. So Hosa, isn't this a work of art? The broom passed through her blade, smoke being cleanly cut in twain. I must admit, you really do have a way with swords. That's a good pun. What about Sayu? She's like, there always needs to be an exception to the rule. Although I suppose you're insolent towards an advisor is only forgiven thanks to your usefulness. You'd have lost fingers and much more otherwise. Do tell me when the time comes. I've got a couple of great ideas for how to cut them. The aide gave a bitter smile. Perhaps it's not the generosity of this child, but the audacity of a subordinate who can wield blades like it's second nature that keeps the Hosa from cracking a whip. I have good news for you, Ryosh-kun. A strife is inside. That's good news indeed. Charles' eyes narrowed, her mouth bent into a grin and her fingers twitched. Nice. Imagine them inside yourself. You went full autism mode to analyze the worst possible team for those events. Can you elaborate further, please? I still don't see how you could just decide on what's the worst. Again, whatever I play is the worst, I'm sure. Do we need update 4 for this? Nah, we don't need update 4. Fuck that shit. We're gonna use... we're gonna take a look at... are we? Am I? I haven't used Honglu in a while, to be honest. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Is there any... Well, it will tell me which identities gain more, right? Okay, so rolling time is over for now. I try to keep it shorter than usual. We're gonna do it after we're done with the event again. Well, let's see. Bong, Japanese music starts playing. Wait. Take a look at this. Oh my god, why do I... Well, these are the new ones, right? The ones that I needed to roll on the banner to get, which the banner is not as long as the fucking event, which it's making me so angry because I didn't roll on it even once. Anyway, I have 20% gain 6 times. 6 times. All of these are leveled up because I tried to make a poise theme work, and it's fun in mirror dungeons, but otherwise I don't think it will really work. We're gonna do it. It starts with a story segment. 5.513. Wait, if this is 5.5, then what the fuck was the miracle in District 20? Was the miracle in District 20 not 5.5 as well? Is this why it's 5.513? Why do they split apart? The goddamn sub-chapters now. Just redeem. I'm not gonna redeem in the dispenser. Should I redeem in the dispenser? No, I'm not. I'm gonna use my subpar identities for this. I'm gonna challenge myself. After there's Korean music. This is offensive for Asians. They're all the same. It's been a while since we entered the T-Corp backstreets. The deeper we go into the backstreets... yeah, I can tell you about that. The world outside the bus becomes increasingly colorless. Usually brown. Heathcliff, who's been looking out the window for a while, suddenly furrows his brow. This is 5.5 part 2. Oh. Why did they have to split it? I'm just stopping by to say hi. I've got to work in a few minutes. Have a good one, Golden One. Stay safe, please. We're finally here. Eh? Oi? Heathcliff looked out the rattling bus window with a dour expression. He should be used to that. Isn't he from, like, fictional England or something? Is this fictional UK? Because it's always grey and raining? UK is basically T-Corp. Though it wasn't... Oh my god, and Germany is N... Like, District N. And the N stands for... Bum, bum, bum. It stands for nose. Nose, because Germans have, like, very, very big noses. I don't know. Though it wasn't raining, the world outside was grey and opaque, like an overcast sky. Black pungent clouds of smoke had long devoured the atmosphere. So this is the kind of place Heathcliff used to roam. The color remains grey this deep into the heart of the back streets. I recall with quite a certitude that the T-Corp I arrived at after my departure from S-Corp was sepia hued. This phenomenon can be explained by the fact that the technology used to drain our saturation is situated at the center of T-Corp. It's been reported that such variations in hue may occur in areas further away from its sphere of influence. I'm not sure. I loved what little we got out of the T-Corp singularity from both. Fucking call me old good new bad, okay? Call me like a contrarian. I loved what little information we got out of both Lobotomy Corporation and Ruina when it comes to the T-Corp singularity. Oh my god, it's storing time. You can use it to go back in time and shit, and it needs so much energy that basically all of Lobotomy Corporation is basically like using it in its own little pocket and shit. And then in Ruina, oh my god, the warp trains are using T-Corp singularities to just siphon time and stuff and arrive instantly in turn. And then we get this. We get an entire district somehow being drained of color and devoid of life. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit too much, to be honest. I understand. Then 2 other sinners immediately jumped in on the conversation to direct it away from whichever obscure subjects Yisang and Faust were about to steer it into. Just let the artists be artists. What's wrong about that? Oh, right. I had something to ask you guys. Yeah, me too. What? I mean, yeah, that's a... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yes. The buildings here look a little different from where Yisang used to live. I'm just wondering if there's anything up with that. Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to ask. It's been a while since we started on this journey together. Started to grow more comfortable with the sinners. That basically means that I finally started to fart in front of them and like scratch my ballsack without a care in the world. Maybe that's why I found Greg and Rodio's valiant effort to keep this conversation remotely comprehensible to most occupants of the bus pretty amusing. Allow me to elaborate then. To discuss this subject, we must first... And Yisang, unknowingly shooting down the effort by jumping onto another complicated discussion, was another side I'd become familiar with. He was smiling, I loved as he sang. While I was curious about the technology T-Corp used to drain our color and about the behind the scenes of T-Corp's operations, it wasn't something that could be answered now. I decided to table that discussion for later. Instead, I approached Heathcliff. He was sitting on his lonesome, clearly in deep thought. Look at. Still wrecking your head about what to wear to Wuthering Heights? Well, no, it's nothing like that. Heathcliff protested, jumping up from his seat. Looks like I hit the nail right on the head. Fine, I was, a little bit, but I was mostly reminiscing about the past. I do remember hearing that Heathcliff used to live in the backstreets. A part of some syndicate, if I recall correctly. Oh, are we finally gonna get some actual lore on Heathcliff's past? But Gillis did say that we were going through the backstreets instead of going straight to the T-Corp nest for a reason, and that it was because of the company's orders. Maybe there's something for us to do here? Heathcliff did spend some time in the T-Corp backstreets after all. Maybe we'll run into a golden bow here. Yes. Yeah, that's usually where you find them. Just random backstreets, Dante. That's right. Have you found like 5 of them now? You really do think that? No chance. If the golden bow was as common as any other twig in some backstreets, why'd we be doing any of this globe-trotting waste of time? True, I guess. God damn it, Dante. Besides, Wuthering Heights is quite a manor in more ways than one. You won't find it anywhere near some run-down backstreets like this. The chasm of wealth between these poor alleyway sods and them. After all, they've sent me an invitation. Quite obvious that we'll find our golden bow in that manner. In it. Oi! Or at least somewhere in the same nest. Correct. We will eventually travel to T-Corp's nest. Heathcliff continued to speak in a low voice. The hubbub from outside the bus seemed to blend with his words, turning into a mass of murmurs. There was a sort of commotion outside. Before we talk about wherever our eventual destination is, we'll have to clear the road of some blockage. Your intuition is half right, Heathcliff. Or rather, your intuition is half right, Heathcliff. I can't do the Virgilius voice. Heathcliff, who was muttering to himself in an uncharacteristic daze, jolted awake. Bloody hell. What's wrong with you and the room lass? Neither of you ever do anything with a proper forewarning. I simply did not see the necessity of warning you. Anyway, those outside the bus are targets. Targets? I believe that he means to say that they must be eliminated. I feel compelled to let you know that that is not the only implication of the word target, though I am yet to be informed of the precise details of this mission, that is. Regardless. Why is the eyes glowing? Who did anything wrong, Virgilius? Fucking gotta get a grip. Regardless, you are to make contact with a target among them. Find a target, then extract the necessary intel. Is this clear enough for you, manager? How are we supposed to find this target if you're not even going to tell us who it is? Dante asks if there are any identifying characteristics to this target. I'm sure you'll find out when you get there. You're asking me questions I have no answers to, Dante. Don't waste your time. Well, off the bus all. They're really not... Oh my god, there's little Karen over there. They're really not helping. Like, this company, if it was a real one, it would have gone under, like, a while ago. I was somewhat wary of the way Virgilius answered me, but even in murky situations like these, we've always managed to pull through anyway. Yeah. I'm sure things will get a little clearer once we get it there. Slowly disembark the bus with the rest of the sinners. England is always grey. Okay, no. Is it? Sometimes it's night. It's not grey because you can't see anything. Oh. Strife. Oh my god, it's like 12 stages. The first thing we noticed the moment we disembarked the bus was a crowd of swordsmen, all garbed in black cloaks, engaged in a fierce battle. One side was loud and bustling, while the other side was quiet and somber. Perhaps the latter side was losing. What could we possibly have to gain from this? Yes, please, give me some encapsulation. Okay. Boop, beep. Wait. We start with this because strongest one, then this one. Most likely this, then this, then this, and then... Oop, see? This. This and this. Good. That's like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100% more. What more could I want?
이 검이 필요하.
Chuberto. That one's headed your way, Aniki. Don't worry about me. I'll handle him. Try not to get yourself killed. You got that? What a mess. Why? Why is the Japanese Yakuza? What? Why are they operating in the UK? We walked out of the bus and right into what appeared to be a battlefield of a violent gang war. Also, what are the others are like Korean swordsmen, right? Are they? I don't know. Black cloaks flutter under the grey sky. The Seltzu, are they? What are they? And bloodthirsty blades clash violently. The bus had stopped not even 30 paces away from the thick of the battle. I like it thick. Yes? Okay. Is Seltzu, is that like a... Is that like Korean for sauce or something? In this event, everyone gets you the bonus race courses, no matter if they are in battle. So change everyone to Blade Lineage or Kurokumo Clan ID. I don't have that many, but okay, thank you for like mentioning it. The Kurokumo Clan? Kurokumo Clan. I've heard of them before. Have I? I'm sure we had some identities from that syndicate. Oh yeah, some identity card said Wakachu too. They're a pretty large subsidiary of an even... What was that? Pardon me. They're a pretty large subsidiary of an even larger syndicate called the FUM, which is stick up your ass. I think the identities wore outfits similar to the ones they're wearing here. I think you're right, but who are they fighting? It also means killer. Ooh, you know Korean. It's gotta be a strife. Heathcliff replied in a monotone voice like he was reading from an encyclopedia. It ain't a rare sight to see syndicates fighting one another in the backstreets. Must be something about street tax or some other trivial turf dispute. Tax is not real. Tax is like, you don't need to pay taxes. Leeches, blood-sucking curs seeking to oppress and exploit the weak with violence. Why, there's nary a place these scum do not infest. Who is she talking about? It ain't anything new, lass. Most syndicates aren't like that. The only difference between them is how far they're willing to go. Oh, that was loud. Like, right, there he is. Looks like that one over there. The one walking right at us. Heathcliff raised his bat and pointed it at the approaching man, which surely can only be interpreted as a greeting. He wore the same outfit as the other Kurokumo clan members. The hell you looking at? Crowding like you hit such shit. Gonna keep pointing that bat at me? You wanna go? Is that it? Start, mate. Hey, lower your weapon. Let's not do anything rash. No need to escalate this further, is there? Otis stepped in to warn Heathcliff, but he did not budge. He remained motionless, the bat still raised and pointing threateningly at the approaching man. Heathcliff must have inhuman strength if he can keep a bat like that, just pointing towards someone, because it is getting heavy. Won't matter what we do here. Foregone conclusion. That we're going to have to fight him? Right on, lad. We're in the middle of a strife. They'll be real sensitive about making it clear that this is their turf. What better way to do it than forcing some unwitting travelers to pay the toll for the road? Yeah, looks like we've got a smart one here. The Kurokumo clan henchman strutted before us like he owned the place. Just as I begin to wonder about how dumb he could possibly be, you show your shrewd detective side. Gotta say, it's a real mystery. What did you mean by that? Ishmael muttered at Heathcliff, who was shrugging at us with an expression that clearly read, I told you so. Oh my god, the shippers are gonna love this. Well, since it looks like you clowns already know how this works, let me get straight to the point. The toll is 500,000 an. What the fuck? Per person. 500,000? Does Korea have like a wonky exchange rate where like 500,000 an is like 12 bucks or something, or? For 500,000 an? I see 1, 2, right, I count 13 of you, and since you guys all rode in on a bus, I'm sure there's a driver in there too. What makes you think the driver didn't get out as well? Don't just skip out on us now. I'd like it if we didn't have to make this business messy by going through the bus ourselves. Did you hear that, Dante? This is totally a highway robbery. Can we just usher him in to tell him, hey, enter the bus, please. Look, we have this certain person in there. You might want to meet him. Give it up. A round of applause for the color, the red gaze. Kind of is, isn't it? well, it didn't really matter how much they were asking for. I wasn't going to negotiate with them anyway. Oh, Dante is a hard ass. Ishmael turned and looked quietly in my direction. I nodded back. This is our universal sign that we're gonna kiss afterwards. Halt! There, in that field of battle! Don Quixote pointed at something. There lies a wounded dame. We must make haste and rescue her. The woods degree, no? Just as Don Quixote said, I could catch a glimpse of someone bleeding out on the ground through the chaos of clashing blades and black cloaks. Oi, what do I say about this justice rubbish? It's syndicate turf war, yeah? No one's more or less honorable than the other. Agreed. It is no complicated mathematics to expect unnecessary allied casualties in this effort should we involve ourselves in this conflict. Alas, I do not wish to leave her behind so undefended. It's a woman. We need to rescue her, guys. Come on, she might be, like, thankful. Guess it's an improvement. The early days of our adventures, we would have been dragged into this conflict 5 minutes ago thanks to Don Quixote's reckless, valiant rescue attempt. I suppose she's learned her lesson by trials of fire. Was starting to show restraint for once. But a bit different this time. Okay, so I do think that we have to help that woman, but... Oh! What? Manager? I didn't think that this was what that nod was about. No, I'm not saying that we should get involved because it's the right thing to do or anything like that. If Achilles was telling us the truth earlier, there's a chance that we were purposefully made to drive right through the strife. Which means that there must be something here they're expecting us to find. For example, the woman. They always put us in dangerous way for a reason after all, which makes no fucking sense, but okay, you guys are just used to it. I just have a feeling that the wounded woman might have something to tell us. Maybe an intel of some kind. And if it turns out that we were supposed to get that intel from the Kurokumo clan and not that woman, then I suppose we'll have to beat it out of them. How can he say these things with this voice? Oh, marvelous, executive manager. I, Otis, am actually awestruck by your genius. Actually? Well, is she implying that the usual flattery is phony? I don't like the way you're treating the Kurokumo clan like we're a pack of stray dogs. I don't think I missed that sympathetic look you gave her, which could only mean that you clowns are chummy with the blind Lanesh. I could practically hear our negotiations, not that I was going to negotiate, falling apart as the man drew his blade. A rational deliberation followed by a sensible decision. I will return my appreciation for your magnificent leadership with flawless victory. All units, prepare for battle! Finally. Taxes are real and you pay them? I'm not like allowed to give you legal advice on this, I think. Here we go. Just gonna win rate it. Let's see if it works. What is this music? Jesus. A 20 evade. Okay, it looks like we're winning, boys. Very nice. We just need to ramp a little because these are poise identities, right? Hey, why do I have Markov equipped? I thought I had like Angela. We need to change that. I want my android robot Dotafu. Is she real now? Actually, I forgot what happened at the end of Arena. Is she a real girl? I would be astounded if Dante does not get their own chapter, and likewise if Julius and or Karen do not die. I don't know. Baby steps. Okay, baby steps. Let's take one chapter at a time before we think about Dante. Surely he's the last on the list. Dante is showing more character growth in the interludes than in the actual cantos. That might be true, but there's not much character to grow. Because he's still a self-insert. They're really afraid to just give him anything. The very fact that they are not even like ballsy enough to give Dante a clear gender. When in fact someone... Oh my god, 122. In fact, someone would just need to pull down his pants to tell, right? That he has like massive balls. Dante is boy, canonically. Let's be real. You cannot be called Dante and be a woman. No. That's like, no. You can't show me a female Dante. Just isn't real, okay? Wow, he's done good, I have to say. Will Lambda eat his shoes if Project Moon finally reveals Dante's gender? If I, like, can I bake myself some bread shoes? Then I will. I will record myself. They will fucking never reveal Dante's gender. They will also never reveal who he was before. He might get some kind of backstory, but they will not make him an actual real character that was mentioned before. S-A-D. All bark, no bite, truly a disappointment. Suckers all dead, or? While the rest of the sinners were slowly recovering from the excitement of battle, Don Quixote did not waste a second before bolting forth to the woman's side. Oh yeah, look at those anal beads in her hair. Fucking, it was a good thing that we helped her. Hark, Alto, oh, I must check thy pulse. Oh, you can check a pulse through her forehead? Didn't know that was possible. The lady lives. Can you check a pulse through her forehead? Oh, so this lass has the intel we need. The sinners one by one began to gather around the woman. Let me just do this real quick so I can use this as a thumbnail. Just in case we don't get more CGs in this event. Okay, now we just... people to just not write anything for a minute so the chat gets faded out as well. Surely we will manage to do that. Oh, God damn it. Guys, okay, we won't wait. We won't wait. That's not worth it. She was dressed in an all-black garb like the Kurokuma clan members, but her weapon and her outfit were unmistakably distinct. Blade lineage, huh? I looked around at the defeated Kurokuma clan members, then back at her. The difference became even more apparent. Don Quixote slowly and tragically shook her head after checking the pulse on others. Executive Manager, I've questioned some Kurokuma clan members during the battle, but no notable intelligence has been gained. Just like me. SAD could be such a disappointment? Oh yeah, that also makes sense. So it's just her then. I hope my gut feeling proves me right. The lady doth appear to be the sole survivor. We must move her to the bus and administer first aid post haste. What does thou say to that? Yeah, I don't see any other way. We don't carry first aid kit with us and I can't turn the clock to heal her, so... Mersault, do you mind carrying her back to the bus? I do not. Thus, we made our way back to the bus, Mersault carrying the dying Blade lineage member. I see that you've hauled in another baggage. Achilles didn't seem very happy about this, just slightly. Manager, since when did bringing in unauthorized, unverified guests into our bus become such an acceptable practice? We had no choice. We have to save her first if we're going to get any answers out of her. Dante explains that this individual will be of no use to us deceased. If she carries the intel we need, then we must first ensure that she survives. On that, Faust agrees with Dante's decision. What's done is done. However, do be mindful of bringing in strangers onto this bus from now on, Dante. I had a feeling that Virgilius had much more to say than that, but he simply sighed and dropped the subject. Yes. Welp, I believe that Manager Squire have made the decision most just. Thanks. Just as I was starting to dread that this bus was doomed to be eternally uncomfortable, Isang emerged from the back door with good news. Good news, everyone. I've done what I can now. And before he even finished the sentence... Yes! Oh, I kind of want to kiss her forehead. Finally, a cute design again. Oh my god, we haven't had any except for Flat Ishmael. All Canto 5. Oh, yes, please tell me she's going to continue with us into Heathcliff's chapter and is just going to be my new girlfriend. She looks so boring. You look boring! The The woman was awake. Such a fucking shame we don't get to hear her fucking voice because Project Moon is cheap. She looks like Baby Yori? You look like Baby Yori! Stop insulting my new girlfriend! The woman was awake. Good, okay. Done being the best wingman? We could have a threesome with both, Manimoto. Isang dealt the most damage. That's not right. That just isn't. That just doesn't seem true. Alright. Lineage of Blades. We brought the wounded woman aboard the bus. Judas was none too happy about it, but pretty confident in my decision. I will see this through to the end. Looks like she's waking up. Do we have any other... We don't have any more. Like, we have the 6 identities we need. And I'm not about to cheap out and use stronger identities to fight while bringing them on the bench. Yeah. We might do this and then get the Dawn identity to get, like, the edge in a little bit. Do not underestimate the power of Blade Lineage Isang when upgraded. I kind of like the Rhodian Poise identity. She's like Kurokuma, isn't she? She's the strongest. Man, I love her. Like, I wish they wouldn't... I mean, they kind of changed that. But in the early days of releasing these slash identities, it seemed like a common theme to give their skill 3 just a singular die and make it strong. But obviously a single die is never going to be as strong as like 3 to 4 dice due to the nature of like of the game itself. So at best on a crit, Rhodian does like 120 damage with her skill 3, which is a shame because Heathcliff is doing like 400, and like the Bamboo Head Kim Mersault identity is dealing like 13,000. I still believe Dante is male, but they've gone through some effort lately to make it more ambiguous. Dante only knows his name is Dante because it's the name that Julius and Faust gave him. Could be a nickname and the real name could be something else. Dante is not A, by the way. Broke, Dante is male because Dante is a male name. Woke, Dante is referred to repeatedly as they, so we just go with that until further clarification. Bespoke, Dante's secret identity is Dante from Library of Ruina, therefore Dante is a woman. Not the same. Oh my, that would be such a sucker punch if it was the Ruina Dante, because it was just this one-off encounter that you weren't even like needed to do. So yeah, Blade Lineage Isang up to 4 is super powerful. What if she dies? The NPC misfortune curse is real. If she dies, I'm just gonna get a new girlfriend. That's actually for the best because you get bored of them after a while. Where? TB. Welcome to the bus. Oh, and we are... Enodachi? Huh. The Blade Lineage woman sprang from her prone position, grabbing the sword next to her. She held the grip of a blade, ready to draw it at any moment. Oh yeah, we treated her wounds while keeping her weapons close to her. Are we retarded? Why am I asking? Identify yourselves. Are you with the Kurokuma clan? Some of us are in, like, alternate realities. No. So we're... Then why does that woman wield an Odachi? Will not listen. We should kill her. Ryosh! She pisses me off for 2 reasons. 1, she refused to listen, making this conversation longer than it needed to be. 2, she dared to compare their scrap metals to my blade. Is there any reason for me not to proceed with a oof clock? Yeah, there is. She can't tell us anything if she's dead. Yosha often shows bursts of emotion in the most unexpected times, but at least she listens when I ask her to, which is a relief. I suppose your blade is not exactly like theirs. Your uniform is certainly different. And you, who might you be? You certainly wear a rather loud timepiece. Are you unable to communicate otherwise? Why does everyone always need to remind me of this? They are our manager. The vocalizations will not reach your ears. I recognize the scent your voice carries. It's familiar. What? She doesn't recognize Dante. Dante is a non-entity. Even in the districts that have... Oh, no. Wait. Does she mean Yisang or does she mean Dante? Yisang, right? Okay. Okay. Even in the districts that I've resided in, I have not met fellows who speak as I do. Speak as you do indeed. Yet I sense familiarity in your choice of verbiage. What the fuck is that kind of... You must be from District 19. S-Corp, are you? S-Corp is basically Korea, isn't it? So... And if the Salsu are like Korean, then they must hail from S-Corp as well. As Nest, District S. Where I fled, that is where I hail from. He even used the same term, hailing. I see. So you've also left your home behind. Oh, fuck. Wait, what? What is that kind of sprite? What is it supposed to convey? Is she about to cock me or something? Like usually they use that in hentai. My compatriots oft share the same fate as we do. Perhaps meeting someone from the same home district helped. The woman visibly relaxed before slumping down on a nearby chair. The briefing was labeled. Do you think there's racism among districts? Do you think that, like, N Corp is, like, really just... What does J Corp do? Do you think N Corp is racist against J Corp? Can you even call it racist or, like, Anyway, her briefing was labeled. She's slumping down on a nearby chair, which was an eyesore. My name is Isang. I've operated on the wounds you have suffered. Ah, so I've acted with such brutishness despite your kindness. Please accept my apologies. Call me Angdu. Oh, that's a weird-ass name. Can I just call you girlfriend? I am a Saltsu from the lineage that deals in blades. Just call them the blade lineage. I mean, what? Oh, Dante, maybe we can leave the talking to Isang this time. Looks like we can sit back and let him handle this. I nodded, replying quickly to Rodia's whispers. If you are from District 19, S-Corp territory, then you must be aware of who we are. I'm somewhat aware, though I'm far from acquainted with tales from the streets. I've heard that the Blade lineage is bound to no master, no land, yet whence do you flee? It is a tale far too long to be shared in full. All I may divulge is that we had no choice but to seek a territory for us to thrive in. Kinda like Isang. Perhaps there's aught that we could do to assist, should you deign to impart us the particulars of your pursuits. Angdu. How is it pronounced? Also, can I allow this? Here we go. I allowed it. Here you go. You can now use the term race war, Lightning Hand. You're welcome. Angdu shot a sweeping glance at all of us. Her eyes appeared heavy with crushing exhaustion. If you and your fellows were skilled enough to defeat this group of foes, come on, they were kind of bad, weren't they? Then all of you must be quite capable. Kurokuma clan has put a bounty on our heads. Our mentor, my fellows, all of us. Hold on, this ain't just any other strife then. It sounds more personal than your usual turf war. As it has always been, District 19 is fraught with corruption and disturbance to the lives of the public. There is very little that us men and women of the Blade, who seek naught else but to train and walk the path of martial arts, can do to change the wing now known as... Let me take a swig. I can't read this otherwise. Can do to change the wing now known as Salpipio Agro Industries, or S-Corp. What the fuck? As the old saying goes, you don't Salpipio where you shit. What other choice does a monk who abhors his temple have but to leave it behind? Thus we have departed from our home. So the people of S-Corp suffer still. We had departed in search of a new home, yet it was no easy journey. Most territories have already been made home by others. In order for us to settle, conflict was unavoidable. Well, what do you think was gonna happen? We are this martial arts violent clan. We're just gonna intrude into another... Let's face it, they're basically countries. We're just gonna try to parasitically inject ourselves into this country and run it or something? Who do you think you are? In the midst of those conflicts, I have the memory of our mentor bringing us an invitation to enter a library of sorts. Whoa. What? What? It's a reference! Virgilius, who had been sitting quietly with one leg over the other on a chair, which was an eyesore, far from the rest of us, visibly reacted. Think I remember that the word library always got a genuine reaction out of Virgilius. You the memory. Quite an odd way to phrase your own recollections. We arrived at the library, hoping to escape the Kurokuma clan's clutches. But all we had done was to lead ourselves into just another field of battle. We were handily defeated. Then, all of a sudden, we found ourselves stranded in the back streets of T-Corp upon our waking. The bizarreness of such an experience can only be described by an expression just as odd. So they got booked, and then unbooked again, and woke up in T-Corp. Mental bamboo-headed Kim! Eyes suddenly widened mid-sentence. Angdu leaped from her seat. I believe that our mentor remains there still. We must make haste to Yongjin Building. Be not so hasty. Such wild movements may tear the wounds that I've... Huh? What the heck? Is she dead? No, my girlfriend! It's no surprise that a sudden rise in blood pressure in lieu of blood would cause one to faint. She's merely lost her consciousness. You're right, manager. She did have some useful intel for us. Did she? Is this connected to any of us? Why would this be considered useful intel? You could be asking anyone on the streets for, like, word on the street, and it would be considered useful by you, wouldn't it? Ishmael, you kind of like an easy girl, aren't you? Yongjin Building. I suppose we have some business there then. Do we? Why? What is the mental gymnastics that they're leaping through right now? We have business with the goddamn Wuthering Heights Manor. Nothing else. Maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't know what this has to do with our mission, if any. Thank you, Dante. I can't believe he's the voice of reason. TikTok. Or maybe it's that library that we should. Danger, danger. Bunch of people in Matthew's way, swinging swords around. Black clothes. Honk honk, passengers, move out, protect Matthew. Executive manager, they appear to be Kurokuma clan's reinforcements. Well, what can we do? We'll have to think about this later. For now, let's take care of the reinforcements. Yeah, let's. NPC death and record time. That would have been the fastest one, wouldn't it? I forgot to switch to Angela as well. Shit. I get a feeling that central districts have a higher quality of life than those close to the outskirts, with District 1 probably being the safest and comfiest one. Which Emma replies to with, safest maybe, but there's no comfy place in the city, that's kind of the point. Yeah, there must be something weird going on with District A. Right, where just, they're all very safe, but they have to pay the ultimate price for it or something. I mean, they're almost likely working in some way for the head. Like A, B, and C are just the ultimate districts. And, man, one fear I have is that we will never get actual real information about District A, B, and C. Because Project Moon is just trying to milk this franchise for the next 20 years, and then it gets shut down or something because they run out of money. Instead of ultimately concluding the story in a nice, satisfying way, which is a hard thing to do, admittedly. But I just hope they can somehow do it before either time or interest runs out. I mean, the director will not live forever. Ryoshi's about to die. What a fucking shitter. Daniel had a chance to work there. There must have been some comfy people though. Daniel was a prodigy. Also, he declined. So. I feel that's a trade-off in exchange for an absurd degree of constant governmental oversight. Yes, pretty much right. If we don't visit the head's district at some point, I will shit a brick. Mail me that brick and I will throw it at the, at the fucking Project Moon headquarters. It just become Dragon Ball. Oh, don't fucking curse it like that. Is that a Library of Ruins reference? Yes, it might be. Oh, here we go. That's our girl. Like, oh fuck, she's the fucking best, isn't she? I would lick her blade if you know what I mean. Okay, the uninvited. That's pretty much me. When we returned to the bus, an oddly familiar yet previously unacquainted person was waiting for us. Familiar but previously what? If she was wearing a blue uniform, a slightly different looking vest, she would have reminded me of some people we've met before. Why did Vegeta's let her board the bus? Why indeed? Why indeed? Also, let's do this. Oh, I can't admit, but I can't admit it, but I kind of missed Angela, to be honest. Her voice is just, it has grown on me.
Shut
up, you bitch. I missed you. But shut up. Shut up, Angela! God damn it, always talking! Oh, woo, 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 woo. Daddy doesn't like me. Fucking hell, she's triggering me already. Come on. Win this. Good. Right. Change announcer? Too late? I did change the announcer. I changed it to Angela. You will now get to listen to Angela whinge and whine about A and like billions of years of neglect. Shit. Why is she so wordy? Wait idly for 5 minutes to get the shrimple emote? I'm sure you can just link it to me. Holy shit. Who is that guy? He's ripping us apart! She hates long-winded and verbose roundabout speech that doesn't get to the point. Yep, she does, doesn't she? Oh, look at this. Honglu about to cloudburst all over the sky. She always was so wordy in LC. I don't remember her being this wordy. Maybe I just didn't read it all. 65 on a crit, which is a shame, but it does inflict 5 paralyze, so... Can I... Let's just do this. Beat this up a little. Let me pour myself something to drink. The right glass? Yeah. Ah. With identities like these, the fights do take a while. Okay. Chum, Angela, just come on. It's okay, Angela, even if they die, we can bring her back. Don't need to feel sad. So this is based on Lobotomy Corp Angela, right? Before she had all of that, let's call it character development of cutting her hair and shit. Which is the best iteration of Angela, really. The real passive-aggressive one. Like the actual passive-aggressive one, not the aggressive-aggressive one that she was in Ruina. Oh man. Your slogan is machines should not be hypocrites. Thank you, A. Buy new done next time. Oh fuck, that's smart. You're right, I should. To get like more scabbards. We return to the bus after this. We're also gonna do like an in between. We'll either buy an identity to make it quicker or roll again. We return to the bus after dispatching the Kurokuma clan members that attacked the bus. In celebration of me getting a new girlfriend, that's what we're going to do it. Oh my god, it looks like... Oh my god, it looks like a mix of Effie's sword and Leon from... Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil. I can't believe it! Only to be greeted by an unfamiliar face. There was a woman sitting in the frontmost seat of our bus. This is not a woman! This is not a woman! Interesting, guide. I believe that we've both made it quite clear that no guests are to be are to board the bus without prior consultation. That discussion was not even an hour ago, in fact. Yes, we did. No outsiders, to be exact. Isn't it clear as day as to who she is? I noticed that she was wearing a familiar uniform with the logo Clear emblazoned on her chest. Are you from the LCCB? LCCA, the after team, manager clock. Boy or girl? She will never be a woman. Right, I could see that she was wearing a red emblem on her shoulder. Apparently it's a woman? What the fuck is wrong with Project Moon? Huh? Wait, she's a woman? No, I don't have any talent in TikTok interpretation either. But it was pretty easy to tell with that blank stupid look they were giving me. How can I look stupid? I have a clock face. Don't you even have the common decency to mince your... Ishmael scowled, about to tell the woman off, until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she suddenly recalled her old attitude. Yeah, you were a real bitch. I'm team leader Cayman. Limbus Company Clearance After Team, Normal Operations Unit 2. Cayman, like the Cayman Islands. I don't think I've ever seen anyone from the After Team in person. Of course not. All that them blokes do is sweeping in to pick up the spoils after we've done all the hard work. Let me set some things straight, backstreets mutt. What? The after team is charged with cleaning up the mess you ungrateful wastes of lives leave behind. Sweeping in to pick up the spoils? No, we do the very difficult work of sweeping your stinking shit under the rug. Oh, damn, the mouth on this woman. We should put it to good use, I think. Under the table you go. Waste of lives? Is that how you guys see us? Oh, that's not all. Waste of lives, bumper cars, the most expensive bus in the world, meat shields, maniacs with more luck than they deserve. Yeah, that one's true. And then some. Doesn't seem like the most relevant conversation topic for now, though. You better change your tone now. If you give me one reason to, then I will. Unfortunately, it is my personal philosophy to be stubbornly set in my ways unless I'm given a good reason to change. Oh, she's just like me. Sure, it's a job to collect the golden boughs, no matter what, but I'm having a lot of trouble scrounging up even an ounce of respect for a group of half-wit idiots who don't give a damn about people who have to clean up after them. She's just like me. That's enough, team leader Cayman. Very well. I wasn't sent here to reprimand them. I'm here to relay the orders from the head office. The head? Cayman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled out a paper from within. He began to read it out loud. Pardon me. LCB, additional mission assignment prior to T-Corp Golden Bar retrieval operation. 1. Eliminate and or secure the distortion in the... Oh, no. Distortion in the area. 2. Recover the Monolith, an artifact in the shape of a black steel. Stele? From the same side. A monolith? What's this now? Dead space? Distortion? Are you saying that they've already distorted? I don't know. Limbus Company clearance is not a part of this extra operation. I was merely ordered to relay this information to you as I happened to be taking care of some other job at T-Corp. I believe that our one and only mission was to recover the golden boughs. Since when did it become our job to play errand boy fixes? Since now. Besides, I don't see what the difference is between an average errand boy and your team. All you ever do is picking up and delivering the golden boughs, no? By dawn, have I forgot it again? Have I pressed on the next stage already? I can't remember. Right, I guess the after team is full of grouches like you, huh? Rodian grumbled like she was imagining a department full of Caymans. Kinda does it for me, I like him tomboyish. Cayman quietly took a sweeping look at the complaining sinners, then approached me. Manager clock. Ooh, that's... Oh, that is like the... That is the theme that plays when you have like a... What are they called? Like in Persona when you do the social events? We're clearly about to rack up some points with her. Yes? Can't hear what you're saying anyway, so just listen. Allow me to kindly explain some things for you and your minions, since all of you appear to be so out of the loop. Cayman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat as though she was about to start a lecture. LCB's primary objective is to retrieve the golden boughs, yes, can't deny that. But parading around telling everyone that Limbus Company specializes in retrieving the golden boughs would be Stupid, don't you agree? What does Limbus Company do then? What is our purpose? No one has ever told me. I'm working in this very specific subset of retrieving the golden bows. That's all I know. And it's not exactly the most lucrative business, if at all. I suppose so. I've been wondering about the company's finances for a while. Where do we even get our funding from? Well, there's no need for you to concern yourself with the company's finances. We have much more than enough capital to do what we want. What the company really lacks, however, yes, more women, is public standing and a cause. A cause? Limbus Company decided to find our cause in distortions. No significant organization has yet taken charge of managing instances of the distortion phenomenon. So Iori is basically our boss, isn't she? This pretty much settles it, doesn't it? Powers told me some time ago that it hasn't been long since the distortions began appearing in the city. Limbus Company is building our reputation as a professional distortion prevention and control company that doubles as a research center for the distortion phenomena, which means that we need to produce real results, in more ways than one, that is. I did hear that this epidemic of distortion phenomena can be... Phenomena, Jesus, can be pretty annoying to deal with. No one has properly defined what these distortions truly are. They haven't found Moses yet. This means that not many are willing to jump into dealing with this new phenomenon blind. We did hear that some are preparing to launch an association primarily dealing with distortions, but that's all it is, an association. Oh shit, maybe this is Iori. We intend to deal with it on a corporate level. Yeah, you missed the alternative interpretation. Here we are. We are competing on Iori's territory. That's right. That's basically what Cayman just said, right? Someone wants to start an association about this. Right. But how's any of that our business? What reason do we have to go out of the way to tussle with those distortions? They are remaking L Corp. Did you not get it at this point? L Limbus Corp. No, I don't get that. Here's how it's your business. The order came all the way from the top, the highest authority of our company. Don't they teach you how to follow order in the slums? Can I know the name of my boss, please? That does it. You're not leaving this bus alive. Manager? Cayman ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming and seething, and turned to face me. My attitude towards your minions, and the company's attitude towards them. It all depends on the choices you make, and your leadership. I couldn't care less about them. With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm and handed it over. At the end of the day, though, the choice is yours. You men aren't completely wrong. If you would like to focus solely on your primary mission, the golden bows, then fine. It's not like the company is going to kick you and your meat shields out. Whoa, why did she switch places over to Virgilius suddenly? But do understand that the company's treatment of the sinners may change depending on what you decide to do here. Virgilius listens quietly, his eyes shut. That's not true, they're open and bright. Now then, Red Gaze, I'll be taking my leave now. Until next time. Fine, but next time, I'd prefer it if you would watch your language. These meat shields are still under my guidance, so try not to disturb me as well. Well, that depends on what the manager does, doesn't it? Excuse me. Fucking, she's like ice-cold bitch, isn't she? She left, leaving nothing but the awkward silence behind. She gone? Bloody prick. No, I think she doesn't have one, even if she looks like it. After that brief moment of quiet, everyone began sighing and complaining as though they'd just been ungagged. Almost burst a blood vessel listening to all that. Ugh, I thought I'd soften my temper with age. Still, good work keeping things non-violent, guys. I don't think she said anything wrong, though. I found her manner of speech quite convenient. There was no need to unnecessarily read between the lines. I had little trouble understanding her and organizing my thoughts accordingly. Autism moment! Huh, I guess that's one way of looking at things. Anyway, she's right that we really don't have much say in the matter. The company asks us to do our jobs, we do our jobs. I don't have anything to add myself. I have no issues with following orders. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I tried my best to cheer up the sinners as I opened the envelope she left behind. Not much of note was in there. One old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork, and... Huh? Mission location. Yongjin Building. Fuck, we knew it! Let's go, Karen. Yongjin, right? Verge? Got it. I'm feeling it. Bzz, bzz. Hong Kong, here we go. Room. Judging by the lack of surprise, both Karen and Virgilius already knew where to go. And the bus took off. I agree fucking hell. I agree with Mersault. I wish people were straightforward like that IRL. Yeah, at times. Like, there's a time and place for being this frank, to be honest. We now exchanged on... No, I didn't want to do that.
주도라니 본인은 그런 건 잘 모르네만. 아, 이거 왜 이렇게 쓴가?
Can someone isolate the last line just for me personally? Okay. Switch it out. There you go. I don't need to level her if I don't want to use her, so it's pretty good. Also, I wanted to do one of these, right? Should I do it here? Should I do another one of these? No, I will keep this one because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty spaces still. Wait, when does season 4 start? There can't be 5 more identities. We're gonna do one of these instead. No, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Maybe we'll get like the Gregor thingy. Who knows? Just one extraction. Shit, we done goofed. Okay, another one. We're gonna do another one. Another extraction. We're just gonna do another one. This one's looking better, I think. Is it? No, it isn't. Is it? No, it isn't. Oh well. Oh yeah, we needed that. That's pretty good. Some good wine. Hell yeah, this is helping us. It was kind of worth it, wasn't it? Which is too. Another 30%. That's like 60% more suddenly. Should we do another one? We just cheekily just this? No, we're gonna do another. We're gonna do another standard one, but this time here. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Fucking hell. I have too many pulls. And I don't think I will stream more before the start of season 5, so I will need to get rid of it all anyway. No spark again! What the fuck is wrong? We're gonna do another one. Another one. Ego banners aren't really worth it. I don't care. Okay, I need to roll somewhere. And certainly not on the standard one. God damn it, fucking spark for once! Alright, whatever. No, that's like, okay. Alright, we go. We continue. I need to finish this. Am I gonna be able to do this today, or will I have to do this in like 2 streams? Fucking hell. To Yongjin building. Oh my god. Orders came from the high-ups of Limbus Company that we are to retrieve a distortion-related artifact from this Yongjin building. I'm not sure how this is related to retrieving the golden bells, but I'm starting to feel that none of us really have much say in the matter anyway. It seemed to me that Virgilius already knew where we were headed. What was the point in not telling us and letting us go through a roundabout route? Yeah, what really was the point? You might need another stream. How long is this fucking event? Then we're gonna have to do it tomorrow. Okay, so we now have 160%. You will need another stream? Oh god. Use the season 3 guarantees before you forget. Yeah, don't worry. Alright, then we're gonna when is the halfway point of the event? Is it stage 6 or is like stage 10 to 12? Like so much that I should stop at like 8 or something. Looks like we will have to stream tomorrow as well. I think tomorrow is Monday. Yeah, tomorrow should be fine. Not Tuesday. I won't be here on Tuesday. But tomorrow should be okay. Stage 10 to 11 is the middle point? You're fucking kidding me.
당신과 하이파이브 같은
될수
걸
있겠죠?
시도해보았을지도 모르겠네요.
It only took me 1 hour. Why does it take you so long? Maybe you're a speed reader. I don't know.
방금의 물리적인 공격은 적절하지 못했습니다. 그렇게 무르진 않네. 개체의 정보까지 직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다. 있는 편이 좋은데. 관리자님이 제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠.
흉터의 결과요.
이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
배워냈어요.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
Here we go. Oh yeah.
역시 모르네.
I just love it when it happens.
생체 반응이 끊어진 개체의 기록이 감지됩니다. 만약 제가 인간이었고 조금 더
I should use more AoE ego, really.
당신과 하이파이브 같은 걸 시도해보았을지도 모르겠네요.
I was looking into building a team around Paralyze, but there's not really a lot of sources of Paralyze in the game at this point. Because Paralyze is fucking strong as shit. Oh shit. Then I was looking into building a team based off like offense level down of enemies. But there's more sources of defense level down.
앞으로 관리자님이 겪게 될 사소한 것 중
Do I have some... This is AoE, isn't it?
각오하던 일이죠.
Any of this AoE? This AoE.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
여기에는 이 약한 부분.
Now will come mostly filler fights? Well, that's a good thing, because then we can just get through it. Snap, snap.
흉터의 결과요. 환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
38 fucking damage. Oh my god, Hong Lu is killing himself with blood. Bleed, rather.
그렇게 무르진 않네. 직원들이 우세한 환경에
Good.
있습니다.
재미는 없겠지만
관리자님이
그렇게
That should be it now.
집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠.
They should be dead.
배워냈어.
이런
배는 건
과정들을 통틀어
즐겁네요.
신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
Ugh. Oh well.
흉터의 결과요.
The interesting thing if you're like bringing these Kurokumo and Salsa Wakashu, Blade Lineage Salsa and Kurokumo Wakashu identities into the Mirror Dungeon, they get a plus on the ego events when you have to roll. Most of the time you're just gonna win automatically if you bring Rodian with you. Or Sinclair.
역시 내가 못 빼는 건 없어.
Which is pretty nice because all of the event ego gifts you can get are somewhat poise or slash related. To Yongjin Building 2. Orders came from the high ups of Limbus Company that we are to retrieve for destruction. We've read this. We read this. Yes, we're gonna charge about Enkephalin.
칼을 부딪힐 시간입니다.
I didn't pay attention how many scabbards we got out of this fight. Something continued to nag at the back of my mind during the frequent stops and combat encounters. There was this one thing I just could not understand. Women. This is pretty much expected from Vigilius at this point, but if he already knew where we were going, and why, would it hurt to tell us for once? I muttered to myself while looking towards the back of the bus where Engdu slept. She was still out cold. Come on, Faust. I legitimately think that this is something we have to talk about. Can you please relay my question to Vigilius? Not if you don't want to die, Dante. If you won't do it, then I will. A journey can't always be sunshine and rainbows. Some friction is necessary. You there, guide. Yeah, like if you loop it up too much, like it gets boring. Otis relayed my question. They began to share some of her own grievances with Vigilius. A lot of her own grievances. Otis has balls. Are you finished? Well, you're not wrong. I did hear most of the details through the radio. And here's why I didn't tell you in advance. It's because you're the kind of people who never learn until the problem crashes through your front door. Would you have done anything differently if you knew in advance? It'll only serve to give you an excuse to whine about it. So there it is. What now, manager? Will you refuse this mission? How could I? They're already treating us like dirt. If I refuse this, I can't imagine how much worse it'll get. I'm sure you're thinking, how could I? And you'd be right. I can't tell from the way he's looking at me that he already knew what I was going to say. Starting to wonder if he really can't hear me. Oh, our guest is awake. We should go and ask her for directions, manager. Karen's intuition can only take us so far. Again, this would have gone much smoother if we had been told where we were going from the start. But like always, Virgilius felt the need to add comments like that before shutting me down and turning away. He'd already closed his eyes. Allow me to explicate our present circumstances to her. Mizan got up with an awkward smile in an attempt to clear the air. Hey, is he trying to steal my girlfriend? After some time, Mizan seemed to have successfully stolen my girlfriend. No, explained our circumstances to Angdu. She was standing next to Karen trying to give her proper directions. Oh, that's not a good place to be. Everyone who's standing next to her so far has died, I think. She had also told us that, as long as we assisted her with her mission, she wouldn't mind us taking the Black Stele for ourselves. Turn to the right there. To be honest, I kind of, like, her design seems somewhat reminiscing. Like, it does feel familiar. Where do I recognize her from? Already set up camp there. People dressed in Kurokuma clan's garbs were wandering around the building, standing guard before its entrance. I have to... mental bamboo-headed Kim. Delaying further will only allow the distortion to grow more powerful. We must enter the building as soon as possible. Angdu had already leaped out of the bus and was rushing in with a weapon drawn. We quickly followed suit. It would be cool if we had fights where we have like an NPC fighting alongside us that we might or might not be able to control. Just like a temporary sin or something. Make it so he has to survive as well. Like, X person can't die. Otherwise, the fight is finished or lost. Damn, they should really hire me as some kind of, like, I don't know, idea guy, I guess. I have so many ideas for this game that could make it so much better. Please add escort quests. Oh my god, I'm smart, aren't I? Reminds me of the water trap from Avatar, the Last Airbender. I have never really consumed much Avatar other than parody Rule 34 games, to be honest. So I have no real opinion on it.
상태가 좋지 않은 직원이 보입니다. 높은 확률로 곧 치명상을 입을 수 있습니다. 관리자님의 냉철한 판단력이 필요할 때입니다.
Man of unculture? Yeah, that's me. Shouldn't I be the most cultured man alive because the only thing I've consumed is like smut of it? Shouldn't that be a proper man of culture?
이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
If I could remember the names, I could tell you who's best girl. Like this one Fire Nation girl with like the ponytail or something. She's the best girl. You only become a man of culture if you consume cum? Well, guess I will never. Ryosh is about to die again. Oh no. You managed to pull through. You can't properly enjoy this mod if you're unfamiliar with the source. Are you sure about that one? I don't know. Oh, that's a good discussion to have, actually, Emil. That would be a nice topic for like a stream-filling Let's Talk, wouldn't it? I'm not... No, not Azula. Not the one with the brother. The other one, what's she called? She has like a shorter name. The small one. And I don't mean Toph. What the fuck? Lee? Something with Lee? I believe? Could that be it? I can't remember.
뻘에는 뵐 수 있겠죠?
직원 중 하나의 생체반응이
Basically, all Fire Nation girls are kind of hot, actually. I don't know. The acrobatic one? Yeah, acrobatic girls are always the best.
각오하던 일이죠.
Is she acrobatic? I don't know. The slutty one? Yeah, the slutty one.
뻘에는 뵐 수 있겠죠?
Hot damn, we just have no fucking damage on our team, do we?
관리자님이 제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠.
One that worked on a circus?
신뢰라고
Who would have guessed that fire is hot?
긍정적인
Jeez, Desperado, stop being such a literal chucklehead. Damn it. Looks like this was the last one of them. Ah, the aroma of blood. Some splattered fresh, some old and growing vicious. Or viscous, rather. I can already tell that there will be a collage of different blood splatters. Or collage, I guess. Fucking hell, Riosh is killing me today. Waiting for me in there. I'm excited to see this collection for myself. This one expresses brutal thoughts with such nonchalance as one muses about the next meal. Whichever may be the case, the way is open. We must move with haste. Engdu did not hesitate for a second before disappearing into the building's entrance. Man, I'm impressed by her energy. Wasn't she knocked out cold just a few minutes ago? It is sheer willpower that moves her. What other choices does she have when her superior is captured? From the name alone, I expected Yongjin Building to be much taller than just 6 floors. Building and all. What? It is a common naming convention in the backstreets. I looked up towards the rooftop of the building Honglu was looking at, and suddenly grew curious. What time is it right now? Fucking irony in me asking that. What the fuck? Shouldn't I be able to tell? Need a mirror? Thank you, Rodian. Jesus. My head doesn't actually tell time, you know. Getting angry. It is 2:10 in the afternoon. 2 in the afternoon. Not midday, but it's not supposed to be this dark, is it? Is it dark? It seems kind of bright. How is it this gloomy and dark at 2 in the afternoon? I'm starting to lose my sense of time in here. It is the UK! Seems particularly dark around this area we're in. Well, compared to the smoke war days, it's still bright as a sunny day. I suppose that's true. Back streets of Teacorp are known to be in a perpetual state of murkiness. The machines ceaselessly discharge heavy plumes of smoke which cloud the skies. That and a constant color drainage keeps the back streets of Teacorp dark and dreary. Of course, I must also inform you that the conditions have improved somewhat after the smoke war due to the various extenuating prohibitive conditions introduced by the outcome of that war that limits the production of smoke. Before the war, shut the fuck up first. We have no time for idle chatter, come now. We hurried towards Engdu's urgent cries. Oh, there were more Blade Lineage bastards left. What the? The last took them all out already. They were nothing but mewling minions. The size of their bravado ill-matched their immature skills. They foolishly decided to stand their ground instead of retreating upstairs. Psst. An electric buzz of sorts played from the radio I had stashed in my clothes. What? Is someone calling this radio? Over. The sound became much clearer when I unfolded the antenna from the radio. LCD here, can you hear me? Acknowledge. Wait, it's a radio voice. LCD here, can you hear me? Acknowledge, come on. The voice coming from the other end of the radio was upbeat, to put it mildly, and very chaotic. Okay, I just have to press this button, right? Well, I'll talk, but it's not like you can hear. They actually TikTok. Oh, right. I called you for a reason. I'm just calling to relay a message, so don't bother responding. Huh? Okay. We don't have much time, so let me keep it short. Remember that black stele you guys were sent to retrieve? The Monolith? I'm picking up a super huge bump in the Monolith signal in the area near you. The signal can force people to distort, for your information. Force people to distort? It is basically the marker from Dead Space, isn't it? We have to contain it before that seeping signal goes completely out of control, okay? Oh, what the heck is this?
Oh, my bad. I've got some stuff going on over here too, you know? Anyway, gotta keep this short, so let me just emphasize that time is of the essence here. Over and out.
Who the fuck was that? The call dropped before any of us even had the chance to say anything. Recently had a dream in which Fate's Day Night and Limbus Company had some sort of crossover game. A holy grail war in the city. Oh my god. The fuck? Funniest party is right after this event came out, Animate announced Limbus merch and one of them is Dante's clock. No. Who announced Limbus merch and where can I get it? I cannot imagine how furious Lambda will be. I can. Lambda forgets about the monolith? What? What? Huh? Why should he be angry again? He's pretty lively, huh? We don't have time to sit around dumbfounded, Clockhead. Let's crack on. Everyone, I think the elevator's broken. In case of an emergency, you never take the elevator, Sinclair, and I think this is an emergency. Take the stairs. I see that you and your fellows now also have a reason to hurry. I say that we break through the lines and rise through the stairwell. What say you? Oh, we don't have a choice. Come on, let's go. I put the radio back in my pocket and began running up the stairs. You shouldn't be, you will be. I don't like you're speaking in riddles. Eh?
갈갈이 베어버렸어. 키보다 정신이 맑을 때가 없군.
Is this... Are these multiplied by my multiplier as well? Or are these like 88 for the first time, 22 regularly? Oh my god. This one is a bump in scabbards. This one gives 50. Engdu is cutting enemies down left and right in a desperate search for the mentor, this bamboo-headed Kim. Pretty sure her wounds are far from healed. I suppose she's just that determined. Makes me wonder though, what was bamboo-headed Kim like? Or maybe it also gave 50, but it now only shows 10 because that's like the repeat reward. Whereas this one is like 40 first and 10 regular, and I get 22, and here I get 88. Nice number. Riddle me this, Lambda. Who is the writer of all the Project Moon story? The director? What is this? Am I being quizzed right now? Oh man. Ooh, seriously. That is the real challenge, isn't it? Not the Kurokuma clan guys. Curious, is it not? These guys can't climb 6 stories without being out of breath? Are you kidding me? Huh? What is? They filled the stairwell full of weaklings who clearly don't know what they're doing. Kim Jong-un is the writer. Perhaps they weren't trying to stop us from going upstairs. Perhaps they were afraid of retreating upstairs. No, it can't be. Engdu's expression darkened. Maybe he shared an inkling of a bad omen. Dost thou worry for thy mentor? Don Quixote carefully sidled to Engdu's side with a sympathetic expression. But we're gonna have to fight Bamboo-Headed Kim because he's the boss in the Mirror Dungeons, right? So something up there must be Bamboo-Headed Kim and we fight him. How could I not? Oh shit, getting like the hentai face again. What kind of person was Mr. Bamboo-Headed Kim? Ooh? Different music track? Engdu appeared conflicted, as though she was having trouble organizing her own thoughts. She shook her head and sighed. He was a steadfast man. Protected what needed protecting, killed what needed killing. He was always one of the Blade lineage's finest. I dare say that he was one of the most skilled swordsmen within the lineage. A man of few words who always sought to take good care of those under his wings. Nice choice of words. If only he hadn't made that decision. Which one? The fellows would not have met such a terrible fate. The decision to go into the library? You all got unbooked, my friend. Oh. Sinclair half opened his mouth, apparently curious about what the decision might have been. Maybe it's a decision to go into the library, get booked, get unbooked, suddenly appear like somewhere and get killed. But he soon realized that this was probably not the time to pry and quietly close his mouth. Whichever may be the case, I have no choice but to make haste. Then we have no choice but to make haste with her. Yes, I would love to make both haste and love with her. Engdu is full of wounds, so in a case she has a pass. What kind of pass? Like a smash and pass?
그때를 위해서 미리 응원을 녹음해야 한다는 거군요.
You can't climb 6 stories without being out of breath before you worked out. Have you not listened? I said that this is the most surprising thing. Why can they not climb 6 stories of stairs? I can. Like, they should be able to as well. I mean, they are athletic. They're wielding weapons. Which takes a lot of stamina.
방금 건 실없는 농담이 아닌 긴장 완화를 위한 조력이었습니다.
Especially the ones that wield like blunt weaponry.
직원의 상태가 나빠.
But even a sword is heavy.
흔히 이걸 나사-
Guys, are we losing? What's happening here?
방금 건
I think we're losing.
농담이 아닌 긴장 완화를 위한 조력이었습니다.
좀더잘뵐수 있을 것 같은데요.
Oh, no. Okay. No. One of them is dead. We're not losing.
그렇게 할게요.
관리자님이
Oh my god, we're losing again.
집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠. 이런
Fucking
과정들을
Ryosh always keeps dying first. What's wrong with her?
긍정적인 변화는
Otis's identity is just fucking bad, isn't it?
직원 중
Just really, really bad.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게
앞으로
할게요.
관리자님이 겪게 될 사소한 것 중 하나에 불과하며
It's her level? Oh my god, I didn't level her up at all. You're right. No, wait, was it Otis? It's... Oh no, Ryosh. I did... Oh, fucking forgot that leveling is a thing in this game. I just sent her in here, level 1.
재혼했어요.
Okay, remind me to level up.
생체 반응이 끊어진 개체의
We can't check her.
만약 제가 인간이었다면
Oh, we should better check him before we wreck him, right? Oh god, I done goofed there. Sorry, it completely slipped my mind that you need to level up your sinners.
승리를 위해 살면 다음번에는 뵐 수 있겠죠?
Yet we're still winning, isn't this kind of curious? That's how easy the game is, even under leveled.
흉터의 결과요.
생체 반응이 끊어진 개체의 기록이
Gonna do
감지됩니다.
this again.
만약 제가
재미는 없겠지만
인간이었고 조금 더
그렇게 할게요.
쾌활한 성격이었다면
Oh, alright. How many
당신과
more
하이파이브 같은 걸
stages?
펴보았을지도 모르겠네요.
되는 건 즐겁네요.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
승리를 위해 살면
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
방금의 물리적인 공격은 적절하지 못했습니다. 개체의 정보까지 일일이 읽어드리는 기능을 바라시는지는 미처 몰랐군요. 직원들이 우세한 환경에
재미는
있습니다.
없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
관리자님이
Here we go.
집중해서 듣고 있었다는
Rip and tear,
결과겠죠.
Lambda, rip and tear.
이런 과정들을
Yes, as
통틀어
Doom Boy
신뢰라고
always
부른다고
kept saying, right?
하더군요.
Good old Doom
긍정적인
Boy.
변화네요.
누군가를 베는 건 생각보다
Is that why Ryosh is always just taking damage instead of dealing any? Let's level up. We can't keep doing her dirty like that. She's level 9 by now. 9. You needed to buy this one, right? Worth it. Not worth it. Here we go. That should have increased the chances of surviving a little bit.
형수는
Next. Mentor and Fellows 2.
예리한 검으로 하는 예술이 보고 싶었나?
Okay, this time we get fighting before the story section.
제가 아니다. 세피라들의
Wow, what a breath of fresh air.
관리자님도 알다시피 저는
Hot damn.
수십 명의 몫을 해내고 있어. 어떤 시간과
거
공간에 계시는
지적거리지 마.
관리자님이 들을진 몰라도 그때를 위해서 미리 응원을 녹음해야 한다는
Are we gonna see Ryosh finally do something? I wonder.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로
Yeah, look, she's winning a clash.
따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
And even Otis is dealing 14 damage. Did I forget to level Otis as well? How's my day? Yeah, the game kind of invites you to just fucking days out, doesn't it? My day was like, it was Sunday, which means it's Daddy Day. Sunday is Daddy Day, as you might know already. Which means that I spent all day with Babby and was fucking glorious. I had a lot of fun. Also made like a... I baked something today. I made a cheesecake. Which was my first time doing a cheesecake even. It didn't taste very nice. But it was a first attempt. I'm still gonna eat it. Because I already put in the effort, you know. Cheesecake is so nice, John. And look at that, 125 crit on Rhodium. She could crit me any day. Small stabs? Yeah, that's right, small stabs. That's right. I mean, Secretary can bake like a fucking... like, as if her life depended on it. So when she does it, I know that it's gonna be good, but... in my case, it's just, I don't know. I'm just not used to it, I guess. Then we went and like visited my brother and my two nephews. They're both very funny. Love him to bits as well. Lots of fun playing with them. It was a good day. It was a nice, somewhat relaxed day. Somewhat nice to unwind, I guess, before going back to the daily grind tomorrow. And having the daily grind right now, actually. That's what it feels like. All this Angela babble makes me want to replay LC. And just think, she isn't even voiced in LC, so... shouldn't it rather make you want to replay Ruina? Oh, I mean, couldn't you mod Lobotomy Corporation with an AI tool? Like input all of the Ruina voice lines of Angela and just voice the Lobotomy Corporation Angela? You have so much source material that the pronunciation should be very close. I don't know how good AI is in like pronouncing Korean, though. If you want to make it Korean, you could make it English, of course, as well. But that always sounds a little bit off, taking like a foreign language and then putting that into another one. Funny how it works, yeah. It would sound uncanny. Yeah. If you do Korean to Korean, maybe it won't. Because I don't really understand Korean, so I'm not sure I would pick up on the uncanniness. Yeah, look, Otis is only level 17 as well. We need to level up. Shit. Hey, there was no story in there. Did I not pay attention? I thought there was like story in this. Oop. Okay, this will help. And him as well. Leveling up takes so long if you just do it the regular way. You need to use the fucking tickets, don't you? Here's your ticket. Okie dokie. You can't really trust symbols in this. Earlier it said just reading, that was right. But here it says like reading and story. This also says reading and story. But there was no story. What about this one? There must be story in this one. The origin of sin. Sounds like a good point to stop. Oh, look, it's bamboo-headed Kim up there. And like a huge portal to the netherworld or something. I don't know. Thick, hazy gloom. Just like my cum. Burning wrath. My head spins from the sheer intensity of these overwhelming sensations. Why am I sensing the pacatula here? And these sensations are far stronger than what I usually feel from these pacatula. 60 on the first clear. Pretty nice. Going to surmise it will be shitter pronunciation of other languages? I don't know. I mean, can you not train Korean language models or something? That would be a real bummer, right? If the advancement of AI leaves us at a point where everything will be just English, because AI is just so advanced in English. Instead of using the AI to preserve and uphold all of the different cultures and languages that we have. That would be really fucking sad. Look at this. God damn it, guys. One. Here you go.
그렇게 할게요. 배워냈어요.
I can what?
되는 건 즐겁네요.
역시 모르네. 꽤 잘 갈렸고.
Here we go.
생체
Oh
반응이
my god, what the
개체의
fuck are
기록이
these?
만약 제가 인간이었고
Pacatulum morisitatis? Question mark?
파이브 같은 걸 시도해 보았을지도 모르겠네요.
Pacatulum irae? Question mark? Irae means wrath, doesn't it? Cool. New enemies, always nice. Kind of shame that they introduced them in like the sub chapter, but them's the breaks. Pokemon's leveled up.
뵐수 있겠죠?
Kind of what they look like, right? So any of you guys played Pal World or whatever that one was called? Because I didn't. What the hell, Limbus stream? Were you not here yesterday when I announced it?
보시다시피 앞에 무방비해진
재미는
개체가 있네요.
없겠지만 그렇게
부디
할게요.
그래선 안 되겠지만
Subchapters are mandatory. If the subchapters are mandatory, then riddle me this. Why the fuck are they not voiced? Why can they not voice this shit? It's not like it's hours of content. Other than for me, because I need to read when they're not voiced. Oh! Voice it, Project Moon! It can't be that expensive. You're like making millions by now. I don't remember hearing you talk about the stream today. Well, here we are. Played it, it was nice. Not groundbreaking, but nice.
재미는 없겠지만
I don't know much about it. I just know that it blew up, like Flavor of the Month style. And I don't tend to like play new releases or something, considering that I always get games on sale. So I always miss out on like stuff that is only good if a lot of people are playing it or something. I don't know. Am I weird for not always listening to the VA? Nah, if I play alone I also skip VA voice lines, don't worry. But if I record, it feels kind of rude. Like, what's the point of even having a voice actor if you're not even gonna listen to them at this point? Mentioned they're saving the voice actors for the scenes that actually matter.
즐겁네요.
Apparently, the sub-chapters do matter, so what's the reasoning here then?
검을 덜 갈았었네.
They had to delay so much because of the VA. How hard can it be to talk into a fucking microphone? I'm saying this talking into a microphone.
배워냈어요.
Just give them less script to read. The Korean VAs are extremely in demand for every single gacha game that releases in Korea. Maybe they have too many. Maybe they need more voice actors. Just saying. Did we just fight a Pacatula? Yes. The appearances are rather dissimilar from what we have encountered before. They appear to have grown more cute. They are evolutions of each Pacatula. The kind of Pacatula one transforms into depends on the types of sin that one has embodied in life. It is no surprise that there may be variations to them. What kind of sin would I be? Sloth or something. But we've never encountered anything like them before. Collecting the golden boughs could have expedited the Pacatula growth process. Pardon me. Oh god, I'm so burpy today. I'm like a little babby. Those boughs, they really have something to do with everything, huh? Our job is starting to look a lot more serious. Right, that reminds me. These Pacatula are each supposed to represent some kind of sin, right? That's what she was talking about just now, yes. Sin. My thoughts grow distant all of a sudden. No. The sinners grow distant while my thoughts draw nearer. Their voices grow muffled. I'm having a moment. The word sin feels oddly unfamiliar today. Unfamiliar? It appears that they have lost their sense of self. The original forms now forgotten to oblivion. Self? Aren't distortions kind of similar to that? Some people become distortions and some people become Picatula. I wonder what the difference is. I think I know. Planted in the hearts of all are seeds with ever-present potential to bloom. Executive manager? What do you say? Faust talked over here, so I couldn't hear. If you would allow me to continue, maintaining the self even at times of extreme stress could cause one to evolve into a distortion, and when the light of that day descends upon the hearts of every human, blooming the seeds buried deep within. Oh my god, Dante is he's a believer. Manager? If once devoured by their sins, they are reborn in the form of the image reflecting the dreamt by those who are nothing. Dante, what is... If one withstands... Yet... Their sins, the heart... What the hell, Clockhead? What in the bloody hell are you talking about? I ill like the sound of that. Something gone awry with their prosthetic head? Yet if one seeks to bear the shall of the original hearts. Dante becoming a duck hunter. Eagle? Is that what you're speaking of? And then a world perceived through their own shall be unveiled to the ego melt into by of sin. Huh. They're starting to talk a bit like McGriff. Huh? Manager, your head. Executive manager, your head is on fire. Isn't it always? Ooh, what a blaze. I think they're about to explode. Only those who can define their own... Oi, got to do something before Clockhead bites it. Got any bright ideas, lass? Have every female sinner piss on me, right now. I know not what to do. Only those who awaken to their own... the scorching. I had thought that Manager Squire's flaming head was merely for style, for I had not once felt such heat from it. Faust, what if they accidentally activated the self-destruct sequence? Oh, this heat. If we don't douse it now, it's going to melt everything around them. Yes, the operating principles are the same. Dante is, via the golden boughs, connected to the root of the sapling planted in the subterranean area of the headquarters. Which is to say that... Who gives a shite about the boughs? You've got to douse the flames on the head. Water. Does nay one have water? We must make haste and douse the flames. Sometime later. Pray tell, art thou recovered? My eyes, if I had eyes, it is. How am I seeing if I don't have eyes, actually? Open slowly. What is opening then if I don't have eyes? I was lying on the ground surrounded by the sinners. What happened? Do you not recall what had transpired? I guess I don't. I do remember walking up the stairs and suddenly feeling really dizzy. Executive manager, we must visit a workshop to get that looked at as soon as we return. Huh? A workshop? Did they malfunction or something? Don't talk about them like you're talking about some machine. Either way, there isn't anything we can do about what just happened. Not here. We can discuss this later once we return. What just transpired does not seem to pose any hindrance to our mission. Yeah, I just had a fucking episode, okay? All of you did before. Angdu, where is... She has advanced without us. While I remain curious yet concerned about your condition, we must reconvene with her. The situation calls for urgency. Yeah, okay. There was a lot I didn't understand, but since we're in the middle of an operation, let's deal with this first. Did we already have to fight for this? I can't remember. No. Yes. Fucking hell. Okay, let's do one more. Oh my god, we're getting a lot now. We're doing the 10th stage, which is Dark Cloud. We finally arrive at the top floor of the building, the 6th floor. There, A nervous-looking man was checking his pocket watch. Should we keep this for next time? Like, when is a good place to stop to have like a good next stream with like 1.5 hours of content? He carries a large sword and wears a nasty scowl. This guy is to be the leader of the gang of Kurokuma clan henchmen we've defeated along the way. Jun, I love this guy. Arcane is in love. Arcane is in love. None of the Arknight story even has VA. It's just combat lines, like was for Fate Grand Order, apart from its anime segments. Do not know how much of that is the norm. I couldn't care less about other gachas. I care about this one. Someone actually put a text behind it somewhere if you want. Yeah, I do. Actually, don't the voice actors need to provide a voice for every new ID that gets released every week? Used my flesh to claim the bones had like 4 IDs. Yeah, but that's like... How many lines is that per identity, let's be real? Like 20 or something? Voice actors have a lot of work to do even during the interlude. It's not like they're sitting on their thumbs. It's not like they're coming up with this on a week-to-week basis. They can just... How many voice lines can you record in 8 hours? Let's say that a regular workday is 8 hours. How many voice lines can you record as a VA? Just saying. Might finish this? Just finish it. There won't be enough for another stream. I need to check my... Guys, I have to get up in 4 hours. And I'm also running out of recording space. Anyway, Dark Cloud. We're gonna try to pull through. We finally arrived at the top of the building. It's this and then the dungeon? The dungeon is short though. Okay, Hertz. Why did this have to break? Why now? There was a nervous-looking man on top of the stairs, on the uppermost floor of the building. I feel like I have to rush through this now. I don't know. I could immediately tell that this man was unlike any other foe we faced in this building. Yeah, because he has an actual face. Better be quiet in there. Hope that thing at least stays put. Kept looking into his pocket watch as though he was expecting something awful to come out of that door. Yes. His garb, which highly resembles the Kurokuma clan's standard outfits, suggests that he is a relevant individual in this case. It is possible to extrapolate from his outfit that he is of higher rank than any foe we've defeated on the course to this location. I wish you could speed up the text. Then, before I even have the chance to suggest waiting for a bit to come up with a strategy, Engdu was already charging at the man. Good on her, good on her. Less talking, more fighting. You must be a captain of the Kurokuma clan. What the? You wish to hunt the blade lineage? Very well. Here, stand before you. Face my blade. I suppose this means that my men are all dead, huh? I'd toss you into that office if I could, but the merchandise is still in there. Come on. Suppose I've got no choice but to fight. At least allow me to introduce myself. Then you can tell me who you are. Name's Jun, captain of the boys you killed. Engdu, it's also from the lineage of blades. Follower of Mentor Bamboo-Headed Kim. Mentu. The hallway before the door falls silent. It is as calm as a winter dawn. The two warriors, blades drawn, begin to take cautious steps. It is as though they are attempting to gauge the distance between each other. Yeah, it's like 45 minutes of reading how they try to gauge what the other one will be doing. It's kind of like reading Muramasa. Ha! It was a sudden flash. When I came to my senses, the pair had suddenly switched sides, facing away from each other. The outcome of this clash. Ugh. Come on, that's it? Huh? Miss Engdu! Appears to have been Engdu's defeat. She fell to her knees. I mean, I was just getting started. I'm surprised you even had any energy left for that attack. She's been fighting the Kurokuma clan henchmen on the front lines before we even had the chance to catch up. No wonder she's exhausted. Why is Dante actually always having his hands in his pockets? Like, that's really rude. I must also remind you that she was on the verge of death not so long ago. She has overexerted herself. What? Are the rest of you gonna fight me too? Hardly seems fair. Me against all of you. Who cares about fairness, dude? This Jun rested his blade on his shoulder with an annoyed scowl. I could tell from his single clash against Engdu that he wasn't going to go down easily. Well, I don't like that we're all ganging up against this one guy, but... You've got one loud-ass clock for a head. What even is that? Is this some local teacup clock-shaped prosthetic fashion or something? It is a clock, right? You there. Is that a clock head on time? Mate, what do you think? That clock ain't for telling time. Huh? What do you decapitate yourself for? What a useless clock. Okay then. Any forgot a timepiece? A clock? A watch? Anyone? My stupid watch broke again. The thinners wordlessly begin to surround June. I guess not. Are any of you even wearing a watch? You must all be insane. Sauntering about without a timepiece. Why is he so obsessed with time? Even if I did, I would hardly find it within myself to show it to thee. You're all really getting on my nerves. You know what? That's it. I'll be in deep shit if I let anyone in there anyway. So come and get me. I'll cut you down if it's the last thing I do. Please tell me it's a single enemy encounter. If Lambda wants to have material for a future stream, should pause nowish. I've been forced to continue. People have strong-armed me into doing this now. If my recording space runs out, I don't know what I'll do. Distort live on stream, most likely. Jun is a cool character. Everyone probably fears and hates him because he jump scares he does in the mirror dungeons. Jump scares?
이것도 녹음되고 있는지는 미처 몰랐네요.
Is he in this fight already? He isn't, right? It's like a wave 2. Okay. Which means that we have time to farm some sanity.
조금 더 쾌활한 성격이었다면 당신과 하이파이브 같은 걸 시도해 보았을지도 모르겠네요.
역시 모르네.
다음번에는 뵐 수 있겠죠?
Gonna be funny if Lambda stops here. Next stream is just gonna be one level of story. Eh? Is it really that short?
이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요.
I really can't tell.
긍정적인 변화네요.
Maybe it's 5 minutes to midnight. And I'm really fucking tired because, again, I've been getting up at like 6 in the morning today. And I have to start work at 6 tomorrow. Which means I have to get up at like 5. Or even earlier, actually. Yisang is about to die, I think. Yeah, Yisang was triple staggered and fucked. Oh, there he is. He's here now. Okay, time for some ego, guys. Good, one of them staggered. Actually, a lot of them are staggered. We do some ego here. We do some ego here. We do some ego. Is any of this AoE? No. Oh, we do this anyway. After June, there's one more boss fight and then a short dungeon. It'll take a while. Old people don't need to sleep. I am old? But he has a lot of health. Alright, he's isolated now, pretty much, isn't he? Okie dokie. Wow, here's a lot of dice. We need to make sure to win most of them if possible. Oh my god, even that is struggling. What the frick? I think if you have like the Faust Kurokumo or whatever that was that a Blade Lineage Faust? Then you can bring Fluid Sec again and trivialize all of this. Which is ridiculous. Like, Fluid Sec just carries everything, doesn't it? Next stream you could conclude the Intervallo dungeon. Spend the rest of it doing mirror dungeons since you will be caught up after that. But that would mean that I would have to stream tomorrow as well. Otherwise I could just record tomorrow or something. But if I can finish it now, that also has like upsides, doesn't it? I also don't want to force people to tune in tomorrow to see the conclusion to this. So we're just gonna try to troop through. Just be... Have like a 2.5 hour stream. Who the fuck cares? Nice picture of burning Bante. Ah, now let us converse for a moment. Hangdu seemed to have recovered somewhat as we fought. She bound Jun with a rope before throwing him into the ground. Damn, I wish that were me. Ugh. I do not expect a mere captain to know why your organization has put a bounty on our heads. But I cannot quite place the reason you were standing guard before this room. It was as though you were protecting our mentor from us, of all people. Wait, it wasn't just you, wasn't it? Every Kurokuma clan filth we killed on our way up to this floor stood in our path like they were protecting something with their lives. Fine, here's the truth then. We're the victims here. Whatever do you mean? You guys really have a way of pushing my buttons, huh? Ah, we weren't part of the party pursuing you or cutting you down. That was none of my business. You're just one of many, many syndicates or organizations that were unlucky enough to be on the FUM's shit list. Our run-in was just a coincidence. We were ordered by the FUM to stand guard next to a black stele here, that's all. Everyone was on edge because we were supposed to transport it elsewhere pretty soon. That's when you Blade Lineage bastards appeared out of nowhere. Out of nowhere? I see. So, this is where Manta has awakened. As a gaming? Filled with words. It's not like you know something that I don't. Oh, here we go. Can't say I ever heard of a tech that could blip people into existence just like that. Thought they were using a singularity or something. Besides, the Blade Lineage never had a chance. Our numerical advantage was insurmountable. Of course. We had your friends cornered. We had no trouble cutting them down until there were but 3 of you left standing. Then, all of a sudden, your boss's eyes suddenly began to glow and... everyone around him. It was a one-sided slaughter. What? Then... You got that right. Blade Lineage, Kurokuma clan, it didn't matter. You cut through everyone. What the hell was I supposed to do? What were we supposed to do? I'm the captain. The lives of my men are my responsibility. I had to save them somehow. So I stayed behind to guard the door while my men guarded the entrance to this building. What other choice did I have? Leave the building? Or something? I guess you were still obliged to guard the monolith. Ah, shit. Delivery deadline's coming up. I'm finished. It won't end with me having to cut off a finger or two. Damn it. Hangdu struck the back of Jun's neck with a swift precision and dropped him to the floor. Again, I wish that was me. Hangdu? That man had already been subdued. Wherefore didst thou? Merely put him to sleep. It would have caused us trouble had we attempted to enter that room while he was conscious. I must talk to the mentor. See him with my own eyes. Hangdu's a bitch. I love her. Have you gone deaf, lads? Your boss will cut down anyone who gets too close. No, that cannot be. Dante, we can infer from what information we have gathered that... Yeah, I agree. There's a powerful aura coming from behind that door. I can sense it. Our mentor. Hangdu's hands tremble as they wrap around the doorknob. I wish that was mine. We must prepare for battle. I know that mentor bamboo-headed Kim will do no such thing. She slammed the door open, only to come face to face with a distortion. Jun is my boy. Lightning Hand loves Jun. You need to share with Arcane.
보이는 걸 배워냈을 뿐이고요.
Bamboo-headed Kim. We finally came face to face with Hangdu's mentor. Cold blue light from his eyes seeps past the crack of a slanted bamboo hat. He won't go down without a fight. I didn't expect that.
단테, 이번에는 누굴 베어버리면 되는 거야?
Shut up, Rodian. Mentor, what is this? I recognize these wounds. These are your techniques. How could you put your blade to our fellows? Attempting to communicate seems futile. Pitch black flames lingered behind this man she called Bamboo-Headed Kim, a mentor. Something had devoured him. There was something in his eyes. Fiendish malevolence. I could definitely sense it. This was a distortion. Cease your beastly howls and talk to me, please. Say some... Oi, don't get too close. Please just cut her apart. growing tired of my girlfriend. The distortion unsheathed its blade in the blink of an eye. It sensed that something had entered its range. That stands. You're really going to kill... Get out of the way! As Angdu stood there confused, Sinclair urgently hurled himself in a direction. And in that brief moment, the distortion's blade descended upon them as though it bisected the very space they inhabited. I surmised that Sinclair has entered the distortion's range as well. We have no choice but to suppress it. We tensed up, sensing the changing atmosphere. We slowly raised our weapons. Oh wow, that wasn't a lot of bullshit before the fight started. You can share with the chat if she's cut in half. I can share with one of you. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's just have a quick gander to see how hard this is compared to the Mirror Dungeon version. Pretty good so far. That was very close. There's lyrics in the background of the music track, or am I mishearing things?
그때를 위해서 미리 음원을 녹음해야 한다는 거군요. 아 이런 이것도 녹음되고 있는지는 미처 몰랐네요.
Very close to getting staggered. Oh, getting incredibly lucky here, I think. Big's paralyze is so sweet. Oh shit, no, it didn't help me in this case. Nope. I guess you don't really want to paralyze him. Yeah, it's looking okay. Kinda scary how much poise he's getting, I have to say. Wait, how the fuck is he getting sanity? Because I think he just did. Also, if this is like a regular boss fight, but there's a dungeon still, am I gonna fight a stronger version of him or something? What the fuck is this growing resentment? When this unit has a relevant buff, gain growing resentment equal to damage taken expires its turn end. I've never read what the fuck even does. Shield isn't fully depleted. Divide growing resentment value by 80k. Wait, click that it's fixed damage. What? Who is clashing against this? Now we're gonna take this shit over. Might actually fail. I think we got this. I think we got this. Home run! I think he's dead. We don't fumble on the rolls now. Oh. Oh no, actually that could be, yeah. Done. We did it, that was easy. Bamboo-headed Kim? More like bamboo-headed scrub? That wasn't really that funny. Oh, getting a lot of scabbards. 5524, Blade Fiend's Phantoms. We enter. Wow, 200 scabbards. Just like Rena. Time to distort? Bamboo-headed Kim kneeled because he knew I was based and caught his breath. Something began to shimmer behind him. This is a dungeon. A mirror dungeon of the Phantoms. Just like the Ding Dong's bar in Friars, huh? It's Oinbonks, Gregor. Oinbonks. He's already entered the dungeon. Ah, so we've got to follow the bloke, eh? Yeah, we were ordered to secure the distortion as well, so... An immense heavy sensation emanates from within that space. That monolith has to be somewhere in there too. Let us follow. Well, she was clearly dumbfounded by the turn of events. I could tell that she was determined to see this to the end. We had nothing more to add. I need to check my recording space in a second. Advancing. This place has taken the likeness of S-Corp. Not just anywhere in S-Corp. You call this place the Atoms of Ego? It appears that mentor bamboo-headed Kim's memories are affecting this place. Is there all from his past that you are aware of? No, nothing in detail. I don't believe I have the right to divulge a depiction of his past based on hearsay either. Engdu continued in a morose tone. When he appeared so suddenly at this building, I don't suppose he had much trouble cutting down the Kurokuma clan henchmen. I'm certain he was flanked by competent men and women. Would not have mattered how many henchmen they threw against the mentor. Nothing short of a Kurokuma clan officer could have given him any trouble. In fact, I surmised that he would have been able to cut down 100 of their men on his own. But not all those who accompanied Master Bamboo-headed Kim were as powerful as he. His capabilities lie far beyond our own. His fellows must have fallen one by one before the endless onslaught of the Kurokuma clan henchmen. And I cannot help but imagine that the sight must have reminded him of a rather tragic event in his past. An unpleasant event that likely shook mentor Bamboo-headed Kim to the core. Dante looks so goofy in this. That alone fits numerous criteria that make it ripe for a manifestation of a distortion. He was in a very receptive state to the Monolith's influences as well. So that is how the mentor became beholden to his blade? Like a fiend. Yet, still, how could he... We remained wordless and advanced as Engdu despondently muttered to herself. It was all silence, save for the sound of our shoes lightly pressing into the soft soil beneath our feet. Dante got that Rasta look. Really cool, Rastafarian. Let me check real quick. We have like 2 gigabytes left. Let me just delete something real quick. Give me a second. You should not be hearing my desktop audio anymore. Bum 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 bum. What can I delete? Yeah, I guess I can delete that. It's like another 600 megabytes gone. Another one, please. I need another one to delete. And let's delete this one. Okay, I just made another gigabyte, basically. Alright, you can now hear my desktop audio again. I mean, you also can hear anything. You are a rat. Okay, poise. We're gonna get the poise gifts. And I have to choose one. All allies with poise gain power up. Allies with 5 poise count gain 2 power up. Or I can't even read this one. Apply 2 poise potency to 1 random ally without poise. If they all have poise, apply 1 poise to all allies. Or a random ally gains 3 poise potency. Oh my god, which one is the best? This one is upgraded. I think this cigarette holder is the best, actually. What happens if I choose random? Let's get a cigarette holder. Just delete your pawn. I just did! What else do you want of me? Oh my god! The fuck, guys! Please tell me there's no story in this, though. Please tell me I can just... Yeah, please tell me it's just one floor. Please. Please. Why do they do this? Why do they feel the need to just include this much filler still? Stories at the end. Yeah, but why is there like 10 encounters before that? I know you have 1 terabyte of it left. 1 terabyte. of porn is like,
용어는 조금 더 준비
that's nothing. It's nothing, my friend.
공감의 영역은 잘 쓰지 않았던 기능이라
There is only one flaw.
일단 먼지를 털어내야 하거든요.
Still, though, I don't understand their fucking, like, obsession with just bloating the game like that.
비틀거리고 있는 개체가 보이는
Doing the same fight 20 times doesn't make it more interesting or better, to be honest.
결정적인 일격을 지시하고는
I'd rather have one well-crafted fight.
직원들이 우세한
배는
환경에
맛은 있는
있습니다.
편이 좋은데.
관리자님이 제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는
God damn it, Angela really doesn't shut the fuck up, doesn't she?
잘 가려.
신뢰라고 부르는
She has
것은
just no chill.
긍정적인 변화네요.
배워냈어요.
Good. Doesn't help that the loading screens are like 8 seconds each or something as well.
텐테,
Like
이번에는
any other
누굴
gacha that got
배워버리면
any
되는 거야?
gameplay? I don't know, there wasn't... when I still played Nikki, there wasn't that much filler in Nikki.
사실
Like,
이런 규모 부실은
everything counted,
세피로드의
pretty much.
역할이긴 하죠. 관리자님도 알다시피 저는
But at the moment, I don't play any other gacha. Why do you guys keep excusing Limbus's behavior with other gacha? No, we should hold them to a better standard, honestly.
부디 그래선 안 되겠지만
Don't just go, what about? What about the other gacha? I don't care about the other gachas. Limbus should just be straight up better.
좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것 같아.
Gacha, what about is That's really what it is, isn't it? Of course she never shuts up. What do you think Ian hated her so much? Ian just wanted his fucking peace. He never understood that having a daughter would mean like having basically another version of your wife. I would say, but inferior, because in Angela's case it is inferior. Whereas I would say that Babby is superior to Secretary. Don't tell Secretary though, that's a very rude thing to say. I just love Babby so much more. Which is a different thing, because she's my actual daughter. Just admit you don't enjoy playing gacha, just be done with it. How can anyone enjoy playing this? Be honest, do you enjoy playing this? This is odd, dismiss this. I don't know when it happened, but a thick layer of mist had descended all around us. I like these! I like these things the most in the dungeons. I've heard a tale of one such nightly stroll. In his tale, a clueless traveler heedlessly wanders into a brumous haze, finds himself before an otherworldly being. Stop it, stop it! Just as the sinners began loudly bickering with each other, I realized that there was something hazy standing in our way. Is this thing dancing? A mysterious thing, dressed in white, danced gracefully before us with a large blade in hand. When it met my gaze, or when I thought it did, a sheathed blade had materialized in my hand. What does it want me to do with it? Stab myself. Assume a stance like I'm about to draw the sword. Unsheath the sword and hold it on my side. Leave the sword, let's leave. No, I assume a stance like I'm about to draw the sword. I lost gloom advantage. Well, 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 we need to roll... Wait. We need to roll once to get this, right? Okay, Ryosh wielded the sword. After taking a moment to steady their breathing, Ryosh unsheathed the blade and sliced the thing before us in the blink of an eye. The thing giggled as it disappeared, somehow finding that situation humorous. Women. And left behind fragments of a blade. Fractured blade.
좀 맞았어.
What does it do? During this encounter. During which encounter? During which one? When inflicting bleed potency, a unique bleed for the first time against an enemy with an attack skill effect. Inflict an additional 2 bleed count. Kurokuma clan identities when inflicting damage against an enemy for the first time inflict 4 bleed potency, 4 bleed count instead. Good. We're going like the route of least resistance, which is this encounter, then these 2 question marks, then this encounter, and then like the rest stop.
예리한 검으로 하는 예술이 보고 싶었나?
Supposed to farm the mirror dungeon. The mirror dungeon is so... When did they change the mirror dungeon from being 3 floors to 4? Because 4 floors is just 1 floor too many, to be honest. Like, that's just a little bit too much. That's so much time investment every time I do it. I would avoid the dual swords node, yeah. About as much. What standard does it need to be beholden, if not other gachas? It just needs to be. It needs to be the best it can be, and I know it can be better than this. The very fact that they are like deciding, oh, we voice this but not this, is already like, that's a nail in its coffin, in my opinion. Yes, I know, the old voice work is a lot of work argument, okay? We've talked about this half an hour ago, but at the same time, don't you just wish that Angdu was voiced, or Jun, or Kim, or Cayman? Or Cayman, a voiced Cayman would have been really nice. I hope we get to see her again. Ian, Benjamin, help! Angela, she won't shut up. She's even chattier than Carmen was. Why did we not install an off switch on her? Why the mute function? Making it was the biggest mistake of my life. We hear a pair of voices as we walk alongside a stone fence. The two travelers are both carrying blades. Pity the people here. Well, the decision of a wing is absolute for its feathers. There's very little they can do about it. One of them stands out. The clothing sets them apart from the locals. Maybe they're not from around here. Still, to allow the Kurokumo clan to make their way in here, that's way too much. The wing cares about naught else but fluttering its wings. All else becomes insignificant. Sounds like they're talking about the current escort. More outsiders, I see. How convenient. I guess the city also has problems with migration. The pair stops in their tracks, then turns around to face us. Kurokumo clan. No, you don't know where they're garb. You don't appear to be peasants seeking to make some cash in the chaos of the backstreets either. Well then, what do you outsiders think of the current climate? How should I answer this? What is the fascist option? It's a city, that's just what happens to small fries getting mixed up in large-scale conflicts. I want this ego gift. A Gloom Pride advantage. Oh, did I automatically win this? What? Why does no one get like a bonus here? Why do they not get a bonus? It doesn't matter here, right? No one hits this with one roll. Everyone needs two. Well, Rioche brought us luck earlier, so I'm gonna bank on her again. Thank God. Ha! The sword-carrying man snickers. You answer with wisdom to my foolish query? Such musings hold very little significance in the city indeed. Laughs a little more, this time with gusto, then tears a tassel from his weapon before handing it over. I enjoyed your answer. If you even ever find yourself in a conflict with the Blade lineage, show them this tassel. It will be of some help to you, I can guarantee you that. With that, they waved their hands and disappeared into the other direction. That was kind of cool. Red tassel earned. Target has 1.5 or lower slash resistance. Slash resistance plus 03. .5 or lower. But resistance is bad. What? Shouldn't it be called slash weakness? Whatever. Shimmering blue letters float before you. The way that these similar words are ordered makes it difficult to understand what it's trying to say. To say what is right and what is wrong is not right. This is this and that is that. But that is not to say that to say what is wrong is right and right is wrong is wrong. To say that what is wrong is right and right is wrong is not wrong. And to say that what is right and what is wrong is in turn to say that this wrong is right. Does it want my impression of these words? What is it talking about? What is right and what is wrong? Is it really that important to tell which is which? Say what else, what really matters is something else. Must be said that what right is what... It must be said that what is right. Which one? Which one? Which one is it? The math question? Oh no! Go with the easier answer. What is right. Very practical. Oh my god. Well. Oof. What? It's like a 14? Oh, we need to hit both. So rolling once is better in this case. Good, okay. The blue letters slowly fade away. New word appears in the place. The right one? Which one is the right one? Oh no, pleasure. Oh yeah, that was the right word. Yeah, pleasure. Pleasure, that's what I want. Word stays there for a moment before transforming and falling to the floor. Transformed into an old weathered dopo robe. Dope? Old dope robe earned. Rodian, I got new clothes for you. Can I help you undress? Encounter start. Activates when there are 3 or more blade lineage identities. Do I have? All allies deal 50% more blade slash damage. Blade lineage identities gain Coin power, something. It deals more damage. How many blade lineage do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have 3. Wow. I have 3 Kurukumus, 3 blade lineage. That's kind of nice.
그대, 이
Perfectly
감을
balanced, as all things should be. You want boner to blade lineage or Kurukumu? It doesn't really matter.
대부분 분야에서 저는 최고의
But the blade, the red Tesla has the higher the number, the more damage they take. So 0.5 got changed to 1.8.
망설임이 없도록.
That's what the Tesla did.
다음번에는 뵐 수 있겠죠?
Ah, that's good. It's pretty good.
참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말까지 쉽게 하지 않아요.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
적에게 치명상을
좀 더 잘
입혔군요.
뵐 수 있을 것 같은데.
Going into the
당신이 생각하는
bamboo-headed Kim fight 2.0 with like full sanity and a lot of
샴페인을 던지기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴
a lot of ego resources should make it easier, hopefully.
성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기리며 축배를 드는 것도 나쁘지
I would like a Kaiman announcer that keeps insulting you. You are a man of culture. Holy shit.
역시 모르네.
I like your style. What do we do here? Do I just... Oh man, but that's only non-focused encounters. Shit, I'm tempted to just refresh. I don't need to heal. I'm gonna refresh. That's fucking useless. That's pretty good. I'm gonna get the Zippoliter. Lowest stun does have some use. Guess I just re-rolled that. I don't care. I might as well use up everything here, right? I won't be able to buy anything more. I could replace Ishmael's... No, why? Why would I? It's you know what? It doesn't matter. I can still heal all sinners. Here we go. You do a lot of Pride Resonance? I don't know. I don't read. I don't really read. Feel free to take a rest here. They could have enhanced my gifts as well, but there's no point in really doing that. I don't think even you can with these. Gifts cannot be enhanced here. I don't know how fusing works as well, so I'm not gonna bother. In the shimmering phantoms of ego, a painfully pale nightly trail unfolds before us. I enter that hole because that's what I do. So that thing behind him is... Indeed, that is the Monolith. The artifact must have entered his phantoms of ego the moment it imbued bamboo-headed Kim with strength. This manor must be where the Mentor's last protectee resided before we departed Escort. Ah, such massacre. Mentor, was this carnage the memory that has haunted your dreams and your waking hours for so long? Yet, the deaths of our dear fellows... Tears, I guess, begin... Tear begins to well? Tears begin to well. Surely. Plural. In Engdu's eyes. Again, something murmurs in my head. Oh, I'm not gonna do the voice thing again. Is this bamboo-headed Kim's past? A somber voice, drenched with woe, echoes in my head. For a fleeting moment, I stepped on a bottle. Jesus. For a fleeting moment, I once had this thing people call honor. Vile men whose hearts are consumed by evil oft approach virtuous officials to seek harm. And I considered it an honorable deed to be a protector of the virtuous, to hew those that sought harm against them. Yet, to be virtuous in a world of the vicious was to be prey to this merciless world. And before such overwhelming might of the vicious, the irrevocably corrupt officials, my strength was inconsequential. I had little choice but to leave Escorp, cradling my broken spirit alongside my fellows. I've left my scarred honor behind at the land of my failure. We became vagabonds, lost, wandering, and weary, aimless drifters without a place to call their home. Even their faith in my decision to leave began to crumble piece by piece. So did my faith in myself. I began to fall apart. I've already failed once. What's there to say that I'm not failing my dear fellows once again? The least I could do is to help them lead a stable life. Yet that invitation I received only led them to their demise. In the end, I failed my mission. I failed my honor. I failed my dear fellows. Again, I'm returned to the land of my failure. The voice continued to murmur, but it had devolved into nothing but a low growl, a quiet and incoherent rumbling. I can't help but feel a bit of sympathy at his suffocatingly painful past. But that's exactly why we have to face him, free him from this distortion. Guys, we're putting an end to this right here, right now. Yes, it appears that we have no choice. I mean, we just went through a dungeon, guys. Angdu has grown far too agitated to function properly in this battle. It's all up to us now. Good, good. Let's hope that the after fight segment is not too long. Guys have really suckered me into this. Jesus. Okay. We can't really take much over now, can we? Also, why did my ego resources get reset? That's not really fair, is it? Oh, 98 damage is pretty solid, actually. Okay, we just need to survive his one-sided attacks, and then that's fine. He has a lot of bleed on him, actually. That should do some work as well. Good, good. Looks all fine so far. Home run! Oh snap! Oh snapperoonies! Thank God he only gets one attack on this then. Oh no, Honglu! He got overthrown. Oh, he's about to be staggered though. If she hadn't fucked that one up. Jesus. Yeah, we need to win this clash if it goes first. Dungeon uses the old dungeon system. Project Moon must have made it before the dungeon update. Forgot to change this one, just like the chicken event dungeon. Yeah, forget to do it. Surely that's what happened. Wow. Am I about to like free turn this guy or something? 4 turn even. He's gonna kill himself with blades if he survives this turn. And he won't. He won't survive this, I don't think. Time to nuke him? That was kind of easy. That was easier than the first time I fought him, actually. Okay, let's watch him kill himself. Oh no, he doesn't even get to. Does he now? That was a cool animation. But he's now dead. Look at the smug smile on Sinclair's face. Pretty good. Pretty good. Using free gifts of the same tier will usually gift a gift of the next tier, unless it's tier 1 gifts, in which case it's not guaranteed. Ah, the dungeon! With the grueling battle, and as we finally managed to drag bamboo-headed Kim to his knees, like a mirage, the phantoms of Ego began to fall apart. What a sound effect. The Monolith had already left the phantoms of Ego and was back at the center of the office. Just as the office began to resemble the one we had walked into, the radio I carried began to work again.
Hiya, can you hear me? If you do, give me a TikTok.
A TikTok? Very funny, Dante. You know we just barely survived the deadly encounter, right? Well, she asked me to.
Perfect, we really don't have much time left. Since it looks like the Monolith briefly stabilized, let me teach you how to lock it down. Don't take too long or the distortion's gonna turn into an abnormality. Follow my instructions to a T and don't lag behind. It's all about precision and speed.
Who is that? She seems awfully cheerful for how dire the situation is. I followed the raiders' instructions and reached out to the monolith with my palms. Oh, some light came out of it when I reached out with my fingers. The voice coming from the radio was pretty nonchalant about all this, but almost sounded like she could see exactly what I was looking at.
Right, straight down from there. Yep, you're doing good. Now move left. Take it slow now.
It's like me when I had sex the first time. I couldn't help but wonder if I was doing this right. Yeah, again, it's like me the first time. But I still followed her directions and drew a trail of light with my hand over the monolith. Yeah, Manta. The shimmering black tendrils began to withdraw from bamboo head at Kim's body. Maybe the distortion is withdrawing too.
Good work, Detective. The levels are stabilizing.
Detective? Wait a second.
Ah, I can't seem to stop calling you Detective, huh? Sorry, old habits die hard, you know?
Wait a second. Sounds like she's reporting to someone else on the other side of this communication. Wait a second.
Good work, bus dudes. LCA will be in a minute, so just sit tight.
Huh? LCA? Not that rude after team lady from earlier? It even says it's Ezra! It's Ezra!
Well, thanks. Well, anyways, rather, thanks for the assist, everyone. LCD Distortion Task Force Ezra over and out.
The radio shut off before any of us had the chance to say anything again. And not 5 seconds later, my, they're really piling in, huh? Who the fuck is this now? LCA, the Special Operations Unit. A reticent employee orders commencing secured item retrieval. Right, the item is... Custody target T276 confirmed as secured. Well, looks like our job is done here. I didn't even have to say anything. Not that they could hear me anyway, before the uniformed troops marched in and started attaching various tools to the monolith. Trouble, T27601, unconfirmed, requesting location. Wait a second, is the monolith, is it like a tool abnormality? What are you blathering about? Rewording, where's the distorted individual? Ah, I'm aware of whom you seek. He sits next to the monolith. Huh? Where has he gone? The individual by the name Angdu dragged him behind that sofa. Approximate time of end, 3 minutes ago. Didn't I ask you to tell us if you noticed something important going on in the background? I will make an immediate report should an identical event occur. The monolith was a distortion detective? Was it? The distortion detective reference? Is it? It's been a while since I read this. That's when I noticed that the LCA agents were growing visibly uneasy. Alert. Abnormal reaction detected from an entity in 27601's proximity. Please tell me there's not another fight. If there is another fight, I'm gonna shit my pants. And when that agent ran over and kicked over the sofa... Miss Angdu! It was Angdu, her arms tightly wrapped around bamboo-headed Kim. A hand holding a blade that dug deep into her mentis flesh. Noise. I know not of your painful past. I cannot possibly know in detail what you have gone through. But that cannot be a just reason, an excuse for cutting down your very own fellows. Miss Angdu, that man was not himself. The blade has consumed my mentor, turned him into a fiend, then I will end him myself. It has to be me. No, not at all. It's all excuses, that's all it is. If Mentor didn't bring some odd invitation to us, if he hadn't caused us to flee S-Corp, our home, to begin with... Yeah, she's kind of right about that. Oh yes, I hear you. Your voice is finally growing... Fuck you, no comment again! Growing clearer! Mutation. Distortion of the subject entity confirmed. Suspicion. Phase 1 of the monolith. Reactivation process may have been engaged. We can't just let her be. She's going to distort. Thank you, Carmen. Not based. Mersault, knock Miss Angdu out! Mersault struck Angdu hard before the LCA agents even had the chance to do anything. Stabilized. Distortion nullified by the subject's loss of consciousness. Stab wound confirmed on subject T27601. Wound not critical. Will not pose challenge to retrieval and recovery. I've carried out the tasks you have ordered. Ah, thank you. What just happened? I have no fucking idea. So much is revealing and unfolding in front of me, I can't process it all. Was that caused by the Monolith's influence too? A plausible explanation. The Monolith was properly sealed, but its lingering influences seem to have seeped into her.
Oh, hey, the levels went bonkers over there just now.
The radio began buzzing all on its own again. Requesting radio. I will receive LCD's message. Okay. Acknowledged. Please speak.
Huh? Oh, you're LCA, aren't you? I'm Ezra from LCD, nice to...
Acknowledged. Commencing sitrep.
You know what? You're not the only one who knows how to cut people off. I already got your sitrep, okay? I don't need it. There are 2 people there, right? Just bring them both over here.
Negative. Exact orders state that retrieval targets are to be...
Come on, loosen up some, huh?
concerned. The Monolith alone will be a difficult subject to contain.
That's okay. Our very own LCD team leader said she'll take care of it. Besides, that Monolith detective and I have successfully retrieved it before.
How dare they? How dare they put distortion detective... I think I finally get where you think I was gonna rant. How dare they put distortion detective on the back burner? It effectively cancelling it, because we all know that they're not currently working on another game, which means that writing distortion detective is paused, developing the distortion detective visual novel is paused, or might have not even begun to begin with. How dare they reference it in this gacha? How dare they do that? This is the audacity of the director to do this. To just pull these characters, which are so much better, into this fucking shit heap of a story right now, instead of giving them their own time to shine. Fuck my life. And considering that the two of them are both returnees from the library, considering that the two of them have both been pulled from the edge of distortion, it'll definitely help us with records. What do you think? What's that Ezra? I don't care. I can't tell. Understood. However, what the hell are we I don't want to. I want to get through this now. I'm so salty now. Are we kidnapping them for some dodgy human experiments or something?
Okay, so I know that there's been scary rumors of kidnappings in Tico, but what we're doing here is completely unrelated, alright? I'd appreciate it if you didn't compare us to the likes of those backstreets rumors.
Yeah, it is pretty much, you want more DD, fuck you. Fuck you, they're in this game now. You better play it if you want more content of this sort.
Sure, you guys can leave them there, but if we don't take them in, they'll distort and get killed, and who knows, the Kurukuma clan or even the farm could catch wind of this and pick them up instead.
I suppose you're right. Some days I do wonder why you play Limbus still. Because I do enjoy the story, but at the same time I wish they would do something different. Maybe the stuff they have started but not finished.
Anyways, make sure to bring them in. Both of them, okay?
Acknowledged. Retrieving now. The call dropped. The agents swarmed around the pair, bound them, and disappeared out the door. All of it was done in one fluid, practiced motion. I don't know when it happened, but they'd already retrieved the Monolith when the LCA agent picked up LCD's call. Right, so mission accomplished, huh? I guess so. Warning, recommended action for the manager. Immediate extraction from the net scene. Imminent arrival of the farm. Highly likely. After the middle is the farm. Heh, what I wouldn't give to see the look on their stuck-up faces. I think he's telling us to get out of here before the farm catches us red-handed. Correction, Limbus Company was already on a crash course against the farm the moment we commenced this mission. Makes sense. It'll only be a matter of time before they put the pieces together and realize that we're involved in what happened. Are you sure that we can handle not only the middle but also the farm? Irrelevant. A foe is a friend, and friend is a foe for Limbus Company. What? You're not making much sense. Delayed. Extracting scene first. With that cryptic message, the LCA agent quickly withdrew from the scene. He knows something, but he won't tell us what it is. At least that was the impression I got from the way he spoke. I came to meet so many departments of the company in such quick succession. The LCA, the LCD, and the LCCA. An old question arose once again. Something I'd forgotten as we kept ourselves busy with the missions we've carried out so far. I really don't know much about this company I'm working for. And there's this mysterious Herman and the equally puzzling Damien. Maybe, in the grand scheme of things, I really don't know anything. I finally admit I don't know anything. Maybe what I know amounts to nothing more than a pinch of knowledge available to the powers that be. I thought we were pretty deep into our journey, but I was starting to feel that in the far future, if I were to look back on the records of this journey, we wouldn't even be 10 pages into the book. Oh my god. Whoa, really? I began walking back to the bus with the sinners, my head further mired in confusion. Wooey! We really ran into a lot of people in such a short time, huh? Well, I'm pretty happy that I got to know more about the workings of this company. Once we returned to the bus, the sinners each began chattering away about what had just happened. I wonder what's going to happen to Angdu or Bamboo-Headed Kim. It does not appear to be information we were privy to. Though we all work under the same company, all that the LCD shared with us was the name of our contact, Ezra. Then, is Limbus company truly kidnapping people for human experiment? You don't just start experimenting on humans like that. It's not something that just happens. Well, remember what that LCD woman said? Rumors are just that, rumors. Gregor furrowed his brows as though some unpleasant memories of the past began flooding in. He dug into his pockets for a cigarette. And there's LCD, but LCH just seems really out of place, even when compared to other departments. It's like they're from a completely different company. As we made our way back to the bus, I slowly began to organize my thoughts on everything that's happened. I did know that it wasn't the most productive thing for me to do. Faust, you're not gonna answer any of my questions, are you? I apologize. At the present moment, it is difficult for me to disclose any information that does not concern the LCB department. Ah. It's like impatience is a prerequisite for boarding this bus, manager or sinner. Bachilis sighed as he muttered. He must have seen me burying my clock head in my palms. Your journey will inevitably lead to the answers to all of your questions, Dante. Just follow the path and it shall all be revealed. You have no reason to rush. Besides... Bachilis' gaze fixed for a brief moment slightly above my head. I wonder if he's looking at my flame. What? It's nothing. Perhaps your impatience is rubbing off on me. I suppose I shall find out along the way as well. Bachilis scoffed, muttered something incomprehensible to himself, then turned away from me. It was clear that he had no intention of continuing this exchange. Let's go, Karen. Been waiting for room time. Driving to the famous heights of T-Corp. So, the bus took off once again, sometimes bustling, sometimes dead silent. This had nothing to do with introducing us to what really is going on in either T-Corp or with Heathcliff. Fucking hell. YouTube, that was the Bamboo-Headed Kim claim to retrieve my bones, or whatever the fuck it was called, event. I'm not gonna roll anymore, so don't worry. Like, not on stream at least. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.